Good morning. Hey, Dan, to Santos Farm. You're late. Your school says live. Yeah, I know. We're a couple minutes late. Slackers today.
Slacking, man.
Slackers. Thanks for being here. Doing over here, doing the combined layer products today. Gonna be making our crunchy salads first.
Yum.
We were just building anticipation, DeSantos. Building that anticipation.
Still trying to find the best angle since we can't do wide angle right now without a camera.
But I bought one last night. So we'll be able to do wide angle
Again.
and stuff and everything else later this week once that camera gets here. I have my sheet over here.
You know what you're doing. Gotcha.
So we'll have that coming in, so we'll have it, and we'll be able to do more wide angles and stuff, and we'll see if we can connect it to the short beads and stuff. Going to play with some manipulation of all that stuff, so we'll be able to really show everything on this. So, good morning, Balloon Bum Entertainment. How are you? Hello, people over on TikTok. How are you today? Say hi, and where you're tuning in from. We're doing some combined layered products stuff over here today. Jess is getting me some broccoli that I will be getting right there. And Scott, thank you for the rose, buddy.
Morning, Scott.
Appreciate it. How are you doing? So I got peas here. So these are your yellow peas. Actually, we use yellow peas, dun peas, whichever pea variety. Speckles are our favorites. And then we got sunflowers from Greener Harvest Seeds, aka Bagel Finagle, and then some Bagel Finagle / Greener Harvest broccoli that we layer in here together to make this product. And for Scott, here we go. Here we go. Boom, we got a pole. I got poles loaded and ready today. Hello, my Canadian friend, Scott. So, this is my crunchy salad that we put together. Crunchy salad. Morning, John Claus.
Morning, John Carlos.
How many ounces in the mix? These are 2 ounces. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning, John Claus. Good morning, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Good morning, people over on TikTok. Say hello. Say hello, and I'll say your name. All you gotta do is say hi, hello, and I will mention you. And if you got any questions, make sure you ask them of what we're doing, what we do, and we will answer. Oz will answer from the background. You won't see her, but you'll hear her.
I'm around. I'm always around. I'm always around.
If it's your first time here, make sure you put that first time here and where you're tuning in from. I'd like to see where everybody's tuning in from.
See where everyone's at?
We have students in our course that are from Norway, not Sweden. Yeah. Finland. So, one from Africa.
Yeah.
So always like to see where everybody's tuning in from. Of course, Canada, United States, all that stuff. Good morning, Eric. How are you? DeSantos. So that one chef that moved 2 hours away still wants samples, and also had a chef that owns a Japanese place down the road. I'm gonna message and see if I can bring samples to the same day. Awesome.
That's a good plan. Make a route.
Make a route. Yep.
Take her out. See how many samples you can bring out at a time. We'll do that if we've got sampling to do. Kind of build out a route of where we want to go. So it makes sense to kind of even out that cost.
Yeah, hit more places for sure. We always like, for us now, but it was the same way when we're targeting restaurants, is you get a big anchor or somebody to draw you there, and then you just start building a route based off of that. So that's how we do it. And then we just start building things along the way. Rebel, how are you, buddy? So do you sell your microgreens in-store only or personal? We sell home deliveries to chefs, to grocery stores, soon-to-be distributors, farmers markets. So yeah, we're all over. We do it all. Dolores, who are you packing the products for? These are for home deliveries, grocery stores, and farmers markets.
Yeah.
Well, the expo this week, we got a big expo, but these aren't for that yet. These ones are just for our grocery store deliveries and our home deliveries on Tuesday and Wednesday. We will be doing Thursday we'll be packing for the expo and all that stuff. So
Expo and a farmer's market. Yeah.
And a farmer's market.
We're crazy like that. Yeah. We try to keep the product as fresh as possible before we deliver it. So we usually harvest on Monday for our Tuesday and Wednesday deliveries. And then if we have a farmer's market that week on a Saturday or Friday, usually a day or two before at most.
Usually we'll do it on a Friday for that, but Friday we have to plant and go set up for the farmer's market, or for the expo. You have to set up on that Friday, and it has to be done by 5 o'clock, so we can't pack on Friday for that, so we have to do it on Thursday.
That's a whole setup.
To get USPCs for them?
UPCs? So go to upcs.com. UPCs. So UPCS, like plural, .com.
Did you want to put a link in for our, we're going to have resource links?
Yeah, for the resources, it's on my resources list.
You got that in the...
I do not have it yet. It wouldn't let me do it from mobile.
Dolores, if you want to go, we'll put a link in here, but if you want to go to school.com, so SKOOL.com/growth bites. Probably later today, we're going to have a whole resource sheet available for you guys in there of where to get stuff, like all our equipment, all the packaging, all that. We have a different resource sheets in our main course that is more tailored to the business and stuff you need for that you have to pay to get to or for that. But the resource sheets of how we build our business, how we do everything, where we buy our products, where we buy our UCPS codes from, all that will be in there probably later today, so you can find that there if you join that group. We figured we'd make that available for everybody if you just join our free group, because we want to make sure we're helping you and getting you going. So you're going to be able to get that completely free in that group. And then you don't have to worry about finding the right website. You just can click on a link and it's going to take you to where you need to go. So, well, that's great. Thank you, Rebel. Can I buy from Canada or too far? Yeah, we can't. Even if we were close, we couldn't go across the border with products. They would stop us at the border. What part of Canada are you in, Rebel? Because I know some growers up there. Christina, good morning. What should I use for coolers to transport our products? I need to keep my micros cool for the day. We just use like Coleman coolers. So that's, we'll probably put that in the resources eventually too. Should probably do that. So we just use the Coleman coolers you can get from like Walmart or whatever, or wherever they sell them. Target probably got them too. So, and then we use the thin ice packs, which I believe is in our resource
It is. I can put it on
list too. But Jess will throw a link in there too. So the thin ice packs are the best because they're small, they don't take up a lot of space, and they work amazingly. I've tested them. How cold the cooler was, just left them in there, kept checking it and stuff, and it was like 16 hours before I noticed anything really going down in temps. So they work amazing. Community Microgreens from California. Welcome in. And there's the link to the free school. And that resource sheet will be in there later today. Once we get done harvesting, maybe at lunch, you'll be able to sign up for the school account. And then once you sign up for that, which is free, you just have to answer some questions so we know you're not a robot or spam or anything. Just a gatekeeper. Make sure we have good people in there. And then you'll introduce yourself, and basically that's going to unlock that resource sheet at that point, just by saying hi in there. So, hey, Gavin McDonald, thanks for subscribing, appreciate it. McDonough who?
The link didn't want to go through the first time, so I redid it.
It's in there.
I replaced it.
Okay. Well, there's that link you can go to and just go straight in there, and said we'll try to have that up later today. Plan was to have it yesterday, but you know we got busy and whatever. But,
And I threw the link to the ice packs in there for Christina just for fun face.
and there's the one for the ice packs for you, Christina, so you can just click on that.
Super easy. And they're like they're really big, they're wide, so they cover up the whole side of the cooler on
Yep.
one side. And then they're really, really thin, so they don't take up too much space.
It basically didn't take up any space that we were using to put the packages in, so
Yeah.
very nice.
Those were definitely a favorite once we found those, and we bought like a big giant pack of them.
Yep.
Like I've got like 30. They are fabulous.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Christina. Have a video up later on, probably tomorrow or maybe late tonight, put it up and schedule it. But it's going to be, we just got some trays in from Haas Tools and some peas in from Haas Tools. Trying them out. So the trays are very, very sturdy. Might be even sturdier than bootstrap trays.
Bootstrap's got some competition on those guys.
They got something going on over there at Haas.
Exciting times, man.
Yep.
So little things in life, like fancy trays.
All right, Santos, I'll look at that later.
What you got?
You sent a DM.
Okay. Sneak a peek at that at lunch. You're gonna be sitting right.
Kyle, on the Growth Bites app, I get a blank page when I push on supplies and equipment lists.
Oh, I haven't uploaded it yet. I put it
Yeah.
on there, but it wouldn't let me do it from mobile, and I didn't have my laptop at home with me last night. I actually left the laptop at the office.
It was our son's birthday yesterday, so we figured we'd have dinner with him and stuff. So that's the reason why we didn't get some stuff done. So apologies, but yeah, that will be there soon.
That is the thing. Very, very soon.
But thank you for the information.
Yeah.
Anytime something doesn't work, I appreciate somebody telling me so we can fix it.
Yes.
So appreciate it.
Let me know if things don't work.
Seeing you guys are awesome. Don't ever stop what you're doing. Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the kind words. Broke the camera so I didn't have to go on it. Yeah, that's what she did. She threw it on the ground.
What? No, well, it jumped. It was not my fault.
It jumped.
In my defense, I tried to solder his wiring. I do not have a soldering iron. In my defense, also, I could have bought a soldering iron for much cheaper than he bought the camera for.
We need a camera.
I know. He's had this camera like in the looking list of Amazon shopping for years.
Years. We'll just say years.
We're just gonna call it years at this point. So yeah, when I break the camera, he knows exactly what he wants.
Somebody got filtered over on TikTok.
Is Jenna over there?
I didn't think Jenna's here.
What? Man, she's a bad influence.
Yes.
Poor Jenna.
Jesse Swan, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
How did you get your live streams on YouTube to change it like it's TikTok? Well, YouTube did that. YouTube is doing short feed lives now. So we jumped on that when they did that because with the short feed lives, we can just go live on the phones and show you behind the scenes and all that stuff. And it's a little bit more of what we're doing instead of the production show and everything else. So you get to see real life of what we do. So we like that a lot because we can show you what real life is like as a microgreen farmer or an indoor vertical farmer. So yeah.
Yeah, YouTube gave us a notification on that about a week or two ago. It's been a couple weeks maybe. And we're like, yeah, we'll do that. We try to cover both bases and do some wide format and some vertical.
But the camera broke. So.
The camera broke, so no wide format, so you can't see me.
So that will be later this week. Camera, all this stuff will probably be here Wednesday, Thursday. Be able to set it up and get it all set and ready to go. So
we'll have it for the expo.
So yeah, we will be going live from the expo. So you guys can see what our expo setup is and what we do there and all that fun. So we'll probably film setting it up. You know, we film everything now, so you know. Message retracted. Okay.
Oh, that was me. Was it Mayra?
No,
Oh,
Augustine.
never mind. Because I sent that link out first, and then I was like,
Great. Just planting indoors for spring garden. How are you? Doing good. Doing good.
Awesome.
When's your spring garden? Your spring garden show, or just your spring garden in
The
general?
spring garden in general.
Are you doing
Which
a
it is
show?
about that time.
Yeah, you definitely should making your starts for sure now. Didn't know where you live, but some places are already planting outside.
Right. Oh, the sound. lucky ducks.
I think we're gonna start probably next week. We're probably a little late. Next week we're gonna start doing some starts to sell. People, I got a whole bunch of 3x3 things, and so I need to use them. And we're not using them for what we originally were gonna use them for, so I need to use them. So
At the market will ask for starts because they have every intention of growing in their garden.
just your home garden, awesome.
Very good.
Christina, do you have an Amazon store?
I do.
We do. We definitely have an Amazon store.
It's not super detailed yet. I haven't quite figured all of it out. But
Yeah, we're still building it, but there's some stuff on there.
I've got most of our equipment list is on there now. Anything that I do buy from Amazon, I don't like to push things on Amazon that I would not purchase from Amazon. I've got like the Coco Loco on there, but I always put a note for people.
Very
Find
expensive.
this locally if you can. It's expensive on here.
So that's why we just kind of share you guys the whole list for that. So that way you can see where we actually buy it from.
Yeah, I love Amazon. Don't get me wrong. It's super convenient, but the price of like Coco Loco, just a few things in general, like actually racks have gotten better now.
Yeah.
They used to be outrageously priced on Amazon. Now they're competing with local pricing, which is
Yeah.
interesting. I'm still gonna try to buy local as much as I can. So
Thanks for the subscribe, buddy. Appreciate it. I think it could be already here in Iowa. It's been in the 70s. Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna get cold. I think tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Well, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's going to drop down.
No, we get to deliver in warm air on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna be cold again.
We're in Central Illinois, so we're not far from you. Community Microgreens. Where did you get your Coco Loco from? I'm buying Amazon for $44. Yeah, it's crazy.
So we get ours from a distributor at this point. We're fortunate enough that we can get it from a distributor, which is like direct and a lot less price.
Yeah.
But we have to have a commercial address, an EIN. You have to have a doc, things like that. But I will say, if you look at your local grow shops, I bet you can find a local grow shop.
You can probably find it for about $30.
It'd be about 35, maybe 40 versus Amazon. But not much cheaper because grow shops do like to mark their stuff up too.
But if you buy it in bulk from them, maybe they'll give you a discount.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they might negotiate price if you buy a few bags at a time.
It never hurts to ask.
And I know Christina tried to get Ace to pick it up. I'm
Yeah.
kind of bummed that your Ace wouldn't do that for you because our Ace even ordered from BFG, which is who we get ours from now, for us.
For us.
Because I said, yeah, I know this company called BFG won't ship to us because of this. And he's like, well, I'll get a hold of them. And that's where he was sourcing our Pro Mix for us. And he wasn't really marking it up much at all.
Just Santos. We got 10 feet of frost in the ground here.
Oof.
We had no snow, but decent amount of cold. Good thinking. And it was a tick problem. Shouldn't be as bad this year. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure if they crossed it down,
Yeah, that's
all the way
good.
down 10 feet, yeah. Kill the bugs. That's the only reason why I like cold. It's like literally the only reason. I need one good freeze every year. Knock down the mosquitoes and all the other little critters. And then get those in check. And then it needs to warm up after that. I can't do forever.
Aaron over on TikTok. How are you? I wanted to see what it's all about. Generally, where are you guys located? Yeah, we are located in Central Illinois.
Right in the middle of America.
Right in the middle-ish. So yeah, we've been doing this for 4 years, in our 4th year of business. So going well. We've done the gamut of side gig up to full home business to now commercial facility. So we can teach on all of it because we've done all of it.
Done all of it.
commercial facility lets us be able to do lettuces and herbs and edible flowers and grow more food for more people and get us some nutritious food. So. So today I am just building out our combined layered products. Jess is finishing up a little bit of harvest over there that you can't see. For the combined layered products, she's got a couple individual ones to do.
And then I'll move into restaurants.
And she'll move into restaurants. And hopefully about that time that we're done about the same time.
That's the plan. We're going to find out if it works.
Or she can get done quicker and help me out, whichever.
I'll do that too.
Do you have a special offer that nobody can see at all? So we are doing a special offer for our coaching course. If you ever want to go deeper, you can get this course for $97 a month. You just get the course though. So you get the course, you get the resource sheets. That's all you kind of get. There's other things in there. There's the community. There's that stuff. It's well worth $97 a month. I should charge $200. But I want to help as many people as we can. But so I got a special offer. You can work one-on-one with us every month. So you get a one-on-one coaching call with us every month that you're paying. Plus you get the marketing, you get the resources, you get the community, you get all of that for only $147 a month. So great price for $147 a month. You can get all that. You get the community, you get the course, you get everything that we do on there. You go get the marketing thing that we're getting ready to build out. We will probably have a marketing course video work with you. It's going to be this Saturday or this Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday.
We decided Wednesday.
Wednesday, we'll be doing our first one, so you can check that out if you're part of this for $147. And then you get that one-on-one live with us every month, one-on-one, building your business, helping you out, and getting you there where you need to go. So if you want to check that out, just email me, Mike at microgreensbusinesscoaching.com. And just put 147 in the subject line. I'll get that. Or you can join the free school group down there and then send me a message on there that you want the 147 deal. If you're part of that group already and you want to just send the 147 deal, message me on there as well. It's great too. And that's the great thing about the school group, the community. You can post stuff in the community. We're in there answering it. Other people are helping out as well that's in there that are members. It's a great community. It's free. You can join that community for free from the link in the description here, the pin link. So you can check that out. But if you want to go deeper, let me know.
Can you pin comments and TikTok?
I don't know.
I just thought about that. Whew, arugula.
Arugula, spicy.
It's feeling spicy up in here.
You know when you're cutting arugula.
Got one cut in, I was like, yep.
Is anybody growing arugula? Best seeds we found for arugula are from Greener Harvest. We tried other ones. We still got probably 20 pounds from True Leaf we're not even using.
I refuse.
They just grew horribly.
Those were awful. Like they clumped. They wouldn't grow right. They dampened off. Like we troubleshooted till my brain was gonna explode. Thinking it had to be something I was doing. And then we were like, Okay, we'll try Josh's seeds.
The 147 is not what you got, DeSantos. You got a lot more.
Yeah, you got a lot more.
You get us for life.
That's 147 a month.
That's 147 a month. So not a lifetime on that one. Johnny's is great with arugula. Just hate the smell. Yeah, the smell is bad.
I think we tried Johnny's arugula. We were almost to that point.
We almost bought them. Yeah, we were close.
Josh had sent us 4 ounce to just try to help test with him.
Yep, Josh sent us a sample pack to try to see how it grew for us and stuff. So then it grew so great. We're like, okay, we're getting that. So.
Yep. Because I was gonna fight.
He's hooking me in with the samples, man.
Man, he's got me with the
Give me the samples. Enlightened Tracy over on TikTok. How are you? I'm thrilled I found you. Your life's finally. Can you explain what your business is about? So we are an indoor vertical farm. Mainly microgreens. That's where it started. But we also do lettuce, edible flowers, and right now basil. We do it as well. Full-size basils along with micro basil. The full-size basils, and so yeah, and more stuff to come as we add on in vertical farming. But our main business is microgreens, and we teach people how to grow microgreens, and we show you guys what we do here on TikTok Live, on YouTube Live verticals as well. So we're here. So yeah, if you want to know more, you can just go to the link up top. That's up there on TikTok, school.com/growthbites. That is a free community.
Can we show him the pretty arugulas? This is what arugula looks like.
Here's arugula.
That's an 8 ounce container. It's 2 layers of arugula in it.
Yeah. That's a beautiful arugula.
Thank you.
Mark, good morning from the Motor City. Taking my 10 a.m. coffee break. Awesome.
Getting his coffee break in. He's a man of the schedule.
Yes. I didn't have a problem with the arugula from True Leaf, but I wonder if the cilantro from True Leaf is causing issues. I just ordered from Greener Harvest, hoping they're better. They're definitely going to be better.
Amazing.
He's definitely going to be better, but
our cilantro from True Leaf gets it's prone a little bit more prone to damping off. It's not awful.
It's not bad. No,
it's not bad.
but Josh's is no issues.
I've had 0 issues with Josh's. We've done side by sides with those. Like I'll grow 1 tray of each. And yeah, Josh's is a little bit more robust. The seed holes are a little bit more difficult to get off, but we have one chef that loves the seed holes, so that's no problem.
Yep.
There.
But
She
the
thinks they're
cilantro
adorable.
seed hulls you can eat. They're not going to hurt you.
It's just coriander. So
Yep.
we are the only country in the world that calls it cilantro.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, everyone else calls it coriander leaf
Yeah.
or coriander seed.
Yep.
It's literally just the seed that they call it by. They don't call it something different for the leaf.
DeSantos says the Sunnies are going to be here. Josh are going to be here Friday. Awesome. When did you order them? Curious how long it says it's going to take.
It's not a 2-day like Johnny.
It's not no 2 days like Johnny's, but nobody gets 2 days like from Johnny's like you though. So,
Yeah.
how long does it take for the full size basil to grow?
We're like 8 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say about 2 months to get it to the right size.
To get it to a decent size to make it marketable.
Which is why we're behind on it, because we had a hotel that was doing a convention, a big convention there, and they were buying everything local, and they called and they wanted, like, they wiped us out on our lettuce, they wiped us out on our full-size basils. We cut it down for them and put it in boxes and delivered it, but they wiped it all out on us. So we're starting kind of back over on that. But you take the sales when they're there. So
Yeah. Definitely take the sales that are there. Really great to kind of support that local concept, really. I was like, well, I have basil. We typically sell it live. He's like, I'll take, I don't even know how many pounds of it.
I think it was 12 pounds.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's a lot.
It wiped out all my basil. I was like, okay. If you want to cut me a check for that, go for it.
Cilantro's one of the best heavy metal detoxers. Yep.
Yes, great for your liver, your kidneys, gets those heavy metals out, especially in a micro form. Love it.
Thursday ordered them. Our Wednesday night, so Thursday. Yeah, not bad. About a week.
1 week turnaround from seeds is
Jesse, I just planted a flat of strawberries. They're such small seeds. Yes, very small seeds.
yes.
They are hard to see when you're planting sometimes.
Yes. Are you gonna do the strawberries outdoor or indoors?
I think she's doing outdoors.
Just all outdoors. Strawberries are possible indoors. I've seen a lot of indoor growers doing strawberries too lately.
Mark, just got a request this morning from one of my other produce houses for arugula and cilantro samples. Awesome.
Nice. If you have, is it Organic Girl near you? They stopped shipping arugula in their, like they do full size arugula, but they stopped shipping arugula apparently. One of our grocery stores had people asking about it because they started substituting the Zuna instead. So it's interesting to see, like they just stopped doing it altogether.
Oh, that would be a cool setup. I almost built a whole aquaponics system in the garage.
We were very close.
Very close to that, doing the whole thing, had it all planned out, written out, mapped out, and everything else. And then we got into microgreens, and they took off. So where we're at now.
My tablet also died. He did not buy a new tablet though.
See?
See, budgeting. That tablet was probably 15 years old though.
It was the first original Samsung tablet. After iPads came out, Samsung made one a year or so after that. So yeah, we went and got that first one. So it finally, I think, it died. It's just sitting over there and just says Samsung on it, like it's starting up, but it won't start. So
can't get going. You just can't. That thing has been a beast. They don't make things like that anymore.
you say you buy 25 UPCSs. Does that only do 25 containers, or is it 25 different varieties? 25 different varieties.
25 varieties. So each variety gets its own UPC number assigned by you.
Yep.
So you would say broccoli is this number. Okay, well anytime you sell that to a store, you let them know that they'll put it in their system, you'll be able to scan that code and it would come up as broccoli.
Now, once you got that code, it's yours. You don't have to keep rebuying them unless you get more products.
Yeah.
Which is what we do.
Which is what we do. We just keep having to buy more UPC numbers because we add new products to the lineup. Each product has to have its own though. You don't want to share UPC numbers with different products because tracking, if someone says they bought this UPC item and they got sick, well that UPC item is shared, now number is shared with 3 different products. All 3 of those products have to be full.
Plus, the grocery store wouldn't like that.
The grocery store would limit, yeah.
So it's another tracking way too. If you're just selling home deliveries, even if you're selling farmers market and stuff. So if you have that code like on there, it's another tracking thing.
It's a way for you to keep track of what you're selling.
It's not required by any means. You don't have to do it, but
It's for retail, distribution, things like that.
Gym's getting started, so you guys are gonna start hearing the gym go. So
You will be jamming out for a bit.
over on TikTok, you guys can know too. If you know Josh, aka Bagel Finago, over on TikTok, Greener Harvest, we are trying to set up going live with him. Well, me, live with him on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we're hopefully he's going to let me know today if that's going to work for him. So Tuesday afternoon, evening, plan on trying to get a live in with Josh over on TikTok. So that'd be fun. So if you're over there, make sure you watch for that. Over the last month, I've gotten a couple of requests for arugula samples, wondering what's going on. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, they don't have access to full size right now, so people are probably asking him for it.
And people like arugula, so they want it.
Yeah.
I use different UCB for each variety and also each size. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, you do a different
Also
size.
the
Yep.
Size, yeah. I didn't think about that. We stick with like the same sizes for things. We don't do like a 2 ounce and a 4 ounce thing.
Just restaurants are different.
Restaurants are different, but restaurants don't care.
But yeah, if you do a 2 ounce broccoli, a 4 ounce broccoli, you want 2 different UPC codes for that for sure.
Got a new pull?
No, nobody's over there, so just you
Pause
go.
for a second. New goal.
There's one. We got one over there. We got an enchanting Tracy
Hey.
over there watching. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's got like the gold things.
Yeah.
It's different. I don't know how to keep talking.
I barely do. I'm learning.
You're learning. You got Scott.
Yeah, I got Scott helping me.
It's fun.
What'd you do like that?
I was stacking them carefully because I didn't want to go get the bins and take off my gloves yet. But apparently I
Okay,
need to go
well,
get the
you
bins and take
shouldn't
off my
do
gloves.
that. Obviously.
Obviously.
I didn't even recognize you were doing that. I would have said something. That's gonna fall.
They were nice and tidy. One of
No,
them
they
gave
weren't.
up. One of them gave up.
Jess is making a mess, guys.
I am.
She's throwing trays.
They're empty.
Have a good day, Mark. Thanks for spending your coffee break with us. If you guys get in on our free school group that's pinned in the comments and the top of TikTok over there, if you get in our free school group, we're doing a live Q&A Thursday,
29.
the 29th. I think that's Thursday. Yep, that's Thursday. 29th of this month, that next month. And that normally is only for the paid members of the course for $27 a month. But we're doing that for free for everybody. So you can get in on a Zoom call. You can ask questions and hang out with us, and we'll be there to help you out in your journey. So, great time to get in that school group. What kind of trays do you use? We use bootstrap trays right now. We just got in some Haas trays, Haas Tools trays, because they're doing microgreen stuff right now. So we bought 5 of each of them, hold and non-holds, and I'm going to do a test side by side with them, but my first initial reaction of them, they're sturdier than what bootstrap trays are.
Quite surprised.
I have no loyalty to Bootstrap because, they don't want to sponsor us, so, or, anything like that. So, but we do have links, you can buy stuff from them, but, so Haas Tools,
But
we're trying them out, and, I just go with the best equipment, so. We have no sponsorships. We have no loyalty to anybody. So I really do like Bootstrap trays. They've done great for us for, into 4 years now. Only have had 5 that broke. So I do recommend them. They're awesome trays. But Bootstrap or Hoss Tools is getting a run for their money, I think, here. I think Hoss only has black trays though, right?
Yeah, they only have black. Right?
They only have black trays, so it's kind of black on black. I kind of like to have the colors separated, so you know which ones are solid, ones aren't, because we have in the past planted in a solid tray. We had to flip it.
How to fix that?
We have a video on how to fix that, how we flipped it. So. How do you sell your products and where? We sell our products at restaurants, grocery stores, home deliveries, farmers markets, and soon a distributor. We're working with getting in on right now, so can't wait for that. Getting our GAP certification done so we can get in there. We got our GAP class on the 9th, the following Saturday from this Saturday. We have that. So Carol's doing it for free. So that's a great price. It is sold out, but I think I'm going to start a waiting list. It's like if you're interested, did you miss out? Are you interested in GAP? And see if anybody's interested. And if they are, we'll try to see if Carol wants to do another one. And we sell them in mostly 2-ounce packages, but we also have bigger ones for restaurants. Some home deliveries get a bigger package, but generally they're all like the 2-ounce packs.
Standard size, 2 ounce.
Are they comparables in price?
They're a little more expensive.
Hostels are slightly more expensive on their trays. Have to break it down if you buy in bulk. Like I think there's a better price and stuff. We bought like 30 of them or something like that, but and see what they are. But we just bought 2 5-packs, so they were a little bit more expensive. But
Didn't want to buy 30 and not like 30.
yeah, it's just like anything. You want to buy the smallest amount and try them out and see, and then go from there. And we will soon, because we get that distributor. We're going to really ramp up business, so we'll have to buy some more trays probably. Right now we're well good, no hurt or danger of going out of them, but we might have to when we get that. So we want to be prepared if we wanted to make a switch. Right now I'm making what we call crunchy salad. So this is a mix. It gets peas, broccoli, and sunflowers. So I'm doing all our combined layered products. And welcome, Henry. So I'm doing all our combined layered products. Jess is doing like cutting the stuff and getting me the containers, the products I need, while she also makes what we call individuals. So like broccoli by itself only, stuff like that. Only one product. Basically, these are all our combined layered products. I'm making around 400 of these today.
At least. Somewhere around there.
And then on Thursday, I'll make another like 200. So, yeah. Good times.
Good times.
It is good times.
It is.
I want to make more.
I'll be more than happy to be busy.
Checking stuff off?
I am.
Alright.
Restaurant arugula is done. Sunshine samples done. Sunflower done. We didn't check things off last night.
No.
Slacking.
We have a checklist that's on Farm Flow that we can be able to check off so we know we got stuff done because, you know, you're doing this much, it's very viable. Even if you're doing a little bit, you don't want to forget something. That'd be the worst, forget something.
Go to pack and find out you don't have it.
Harvesting today, like we're harvesting everything today. But right now I'm making the combined layered products. Jess is doing all the harvesting. She just got done. I think you're done. Almost done with arugula.
Some more for your layer products. This is a bit more.
Christina, how many can you fit in one of your coolers?
So we got the biggest Coleman cooler you can buy from Walmart, and it barely makes my wingspan. Oh yeah, I think it's like 131 quarts. It's a beast.
Yeah.
But it fits.
Of these products, it fits
With
8 times 8, so
64.
64.
8 times 8 is 64.
Is it only 8? No, it's 10. 12. It's 12. It takes 12 spots. So it fits 12 times 8, so it's
96.
96 of if you just did the big containers. And then it would fit if you just did the small containers, it would fit 12 times 12.
144.
144 of them. If you just did the 2-ounce containers. Oop.
So
I get talking, I forget what I'm doing.
it fits
Jenna
a
must
lot.
be here. My goals went off. Hey, Jenna. How are you?
Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning.
She is a-
Somebody got it filtered earlier. I thought maybe you were here. But you weren't.
It wasn't Jenna this time.
Some comment got filtered. So it's just not you, Jenna, they're filtering. It's Santos. Your ring span must be like 2.5 feet. Haha. Short people
Wow.
problems.
Yeah, it is a short people problem. Like, Mike can pick up the cooler just fine.
Yeah.
But I struggle with reaching from end to end with that. Like, I have to make sure the handles are up before I reach. Otherwise, I can't, like, flip them.
One more question on UPCs. Is there a minimum amount to order, or would it be better to just order 15, 20 at once?
So, I think their website gives you a discount if you order more.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've ordered any. I need to order more again, but I think it was like a 10-pack gave you a little bit of discount. 20 get, you know.
Yeah.
Every time you ordered more, you get a little bit of a discount.
I definitely would be ordering probably 10 or 20 at the minimum.
You think if you're growing 5 varieties of microgreens, you could probably make 5 more mixes out of those
Easily.
5 varieties easily. So thinking ahead, it's only a couple dollars. Like, I think a 10-pack is $35 now. They've gone up significantly since we started. Like, I think it was $1.50 per UPC for us. I think they're $3.50 each now. Ooh, ballin'. Super easy investment with that. It's only a few dollars, and then you have those UPCs in your back pocket. So when you do decide to get creative and say, I want to make this, you can slap a label on it, and it's good.
And that doesn't hold you back. You're like, well, I don't have a UPC for it, so I won't make it.
I'll need to get a UPC, and then I'll need to do this. No, you just make it and plug in some labels.
Good morning, aha. It's been a busy morning. Good, Jenna. I'm glad you're busy. That's a good thing. Busy's good. Means you got things going on. Hello again, Scott. Earlier I froze because I was stuck outside. My neighbor was clearing snow. Oh, that would be terrible.
Snow up there. So no traveling today, Scott?
So I get you guys got a blizzard up there, didn't you, Scott? So a little snow. So probably didn't go anywhere, did you?
That's what's coming after us on Wednesday, isn't it?
Thanks for the rose, Scott. Appreciate it. Jeeper J. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Wouldn't it be faster to just pack while you're cutting instead of filling bins? Well, she does the packing of the individuals and stuff like that if you're doing this, but this is a combined layered product. So we did that in the beginning. I would have a tray of peas, a tray of sunflowers, a tray of broccoli, and cutting and packing, and it took way, way, way longer to do. And as much as we're doing, it's impossible to do that. So it's better to make the individuals while you're harvesting, put the stuff for the combined layered products in bins, and then make them. It goes way faster. Trust me, we've been there. So, but yeah, if you're just making a broccoli, you just want to make it right in the container.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on the other side of the table. I'm making some arugula. You know, I throw them right into the 2-ounce size, 16-ounce by volume containers as I'm harvesting. But with the mixes and the combined layer products, it's much easier to have totes or bins or something with containers for them, so you're not trying to cut and then step away from the knife and then pick up the knife and put the knife down, and
Yep.
it's a lot. And then you're mixing product on your knife. Yeah, it's just not good. It was an exhausting process.
It was. It sounded good. It did not end up being good.
And then we tried to put all the products into a bin at the same time and mix it, and then pull them out into little containers.
It was all peas at the end.
Yeah, it was always peas at the end.
It wasn't a good
No matter
mix.
how well you mixed it.
So this ensures that everybody gets the same amount of the products every time. Every time they get a package, they know what they're getting, they know how much they're getting, and it's just consistency. Bad, not a little, a lot. Over a foot of snow, Scott?
Oh,
Is that what you got? How much did you get? And then, by the way, you can keep it all. Don't get it down here. Don't send it south.
I think that's the nonsense we're getting on Wednesday.
We're not getting snow though. We're just getting cold.
It's just cold.
I think the snow's going to be beyond us by the time it gets here. It's going to
Because of that.
be more eastern.
Definitely keep that stuff up there. I don't want snow. I don't like snow.
Do you go live on? Is that supposed to be TikTok? Because yeah, we're live on TikTok. We're on the TikTok right now. I have Scott and Jenna over there, and 2 other people I don't know, but Raina. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you? When is our expo? That is this weekend. So Friday set up for the expo. Get all their stuff there besides the products, but get all our setup done. And then Saturday from 10
to 5.
10 to 5, Sunday from 10 to 3.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're 10 to 5 on Sunday again.
No, that's 3.
Was it 3? Okay, thank goodness.
10 to 3 on Sunday, which then we got to pack up, come back here, and harvest. So that's going to be a long day, long night. And then we got to do it all again on Monday and then get back on track. So, yeah, this next 10 days are a lot. Very busy.
Very, very busy.
But I wouldn't want it any other way. Busy, busy. And we do it to ourselves. I mean, we didn't have to go do this expo.
No, I
But
didn't have to, but it's fun.
It's great exposure and it's good money. And, GIFs in a couple feet. Oh, wow. Yeah, don't send the snow this way. Yep. Let's enjoy our short weather. Yeah, yep. I'm packing right now. I'm packing what our crunchy salads are, Scott. So these are sweet peas, sunflowers, and broccoli as a combined layered product. And it comes out like that. That's the broccoli on top, sunflowers in the middle, peas on the bottom. So, yeah, love it. This is our first of 2 salads we did. We used to do a farmer's salad as well.
Yeah.
I don't really know why we stopped that one. We just kind of did it. Wasn't doing as great as everybody else, so we're putting that stuff in there. So yeah, and then I'll be doing more mixes.
We couldn't get buckwheat. That's what
we couldn't get buckwheat at the time. We'd have buckwheat now, but yeah. I'll be making almost right around 400 of these of different ones. We have 6 different ones to make. So yeah. My TikTok handle is Microgreens Mike. So just look up Microgreens Mike. Scott gave me that name, so that's what I went with. So it was a different name, but they just started calling me Microgreens Mike. So I figured if that's what everybody's going to call me over there, I might as well be named that.
It's all your fault, Scott.
Now he just says MGM.
Yeah, now it just got shortened even more.
Now I got to put AKA MGM.
Yes.
At the end of it.
Get some AKAs going. Also known as.
Catchy. Thank you. Yum. I hope your experience works out. Till I find the shelves. Thank you. It makes sense how much you products weigh by. Goes in 16-ounce container. 16-ounce containers are 2 ounces as well, and this is 24 ounces just because it distinguishes that it is a combined layered product, and it just goes in better when you're mixing products. So we find out that it's that it works this better, it doesn't squish them, and they just go in easier. So that's why we do it for these as well. Microgreens, yeah. Now it's just microgreens though. Not. I like that spelling, Dill Jasper. That's pretty cool.
Microgreens.
Micro, GRO dash greens. I like it.
I would have a hard time remembering how to spell that out.
Chris Laurel was the first person I've seen grow buckwheat. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Awesome.
Chris is awesome. Chris was on our podcast a few months ago.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think that it's been a few months ago. I learned out, which we ain't syndicated on our podcast, which we're going to start getting that done here soon. It's on my list to do, to split it on all the other podcasts. But we're episode 35 in, and Eric from one of my other groups that I'm in, he's a podcast media person, going to be showing people how to get podcasts done and stuff. Said that we're in the 1% of podcasts. That 99% of podcasts in before episode 21. And we're episode 35, so we're almost doubling that.
You're doing great.
So
We are taking this week off because
because of Expo
and
Andy's got an Expo kind of show, garden show to do too. So
yeah.
it's just going to be hard to get us all because we'd have to be remote because that Expo ends at 5 to get back here and get all that done by 6 would be just a difficult thing. Yeah, these containers, we went to these containers, they're very, very clear. These ones are much clearer than what we used to use. It shows the products really well. And they're tamper resistant, so which is our distributor requires. And it's good to have for being in grocery stores as well, having the tamper resistance. Killing it. Yeah, we want people to see the product. That's what's going to sell. The label's going to attract them to it in the grocery store, which we got a lot of color on our labels and stuff. And then when they look at the product, it's can see through it and see the product. That's what's going to sell them on it too. So that's the second stage. Average percentage of markup. So if you're selling wholesale, you're going to be somewhere around 30%. Some might want more, but you just tell them they need to charge more then to get that percentage, because we only go to a certain level down. We go max. We go with 30% off of our product, our retail product list price. And then the grocery stores can charge whatever they really want, whatever they think they can get. We have some grocery stores charging $5 up to $6. So, they can charge whatever they want. But so generally, somewhere around 30% for grocery store markups. If you're selling directly to grocery stores, if you're selling to wholesalers, you're could definitely be more at the 50% range.
Distributors, everybody needs to make a piece of the pie on that one.
So you're selling it, so you got to make a piece, and then the distributor has to make a piece, and then the grocery store has to make a piece. So you just got more hands in it. So, but the distributor is going to make a lot of volume. So if you got volume, it's going to make up for it. So if you're making 50 cents less a pack, but you're moving 1,000 versus 100, it's worth it.
You're doing all right.
And I expect that the distributor is going to be that, if not more. That one distributor. But if you're getting into this business, don't start with distributors, because they could get 2,000-3,000 packs a week, and then all of a sudden, whoever they're selling it to decides they don't want it anymore, and then you're done. So it's got to be the add-on that gives you the bump. It's not your core business. So then that's when you get distributor, you start really hiring people really good and stuff like that. And unfortunately, if you lose that distributor, you got to hurry up and try to find another one, or you're gonna have to let people go. So you don't want to be letting yourself go. So don't start with it. I have another grower, Andy, who's on the podcast. He's had that. He bought twice from the same distributor. He bought like 12 racks just for that distributor, started growing for him, sowed for like a couple months, and then the restaurant they were buying from decided to stop buying from them. They were buying a ton at the casino, and then they started back up a few months later, and then a few months later they stopped again. So it can be a challenge.
They're very fickle. Well, you're at the mercy of their sales guys doing their job too.
Yeah. Cheaper J, have you guys had any luck trying lentil? I put it 6 inches shoots up for me in 7 days. We have not done lentils. We do fava bean ones. We do them occasionally. But no, we haven't done lentils. Harley Ritchie, what is the best microgreen to grow? If you're starting out, I would recommend, these are my top 4. So broccoli, a kale, a radish, and then probably so I'll say top 5. Then a red cabbage, just do that, and then peas. Then be my top 5. Yeah. And if you're growing them just for yourself, whatever you like to eat. But them are my top 5. Them are probably 5 that I eat every day. Peas probably number 5, but not every day. But the other 4 probably every day I eat them. Thanks for the sub. Which radish is your top radish? I'm really liking the, what is that, rainbow
Yeah.
Rambo, I'm really liking the Rambo radish and the look of that. It's got beautiful purple color. But our main one we sell right now is the Triton purple radish. Yep, these are clamshells. It's the only thing you really sell in a grocery store, so necessary. Santos, how do you feel about growing mung beans for Chinese top customers? One about 8 pounds a week.
Mung runs into the realm of sprouts if you're not careful. If they're doing it or kids in a process.
Are you?
A lot of them want mung sprouts.
Yeah.
Just Landon asked me about that.
You can get, like, if you do a GAP certification class and you have all that stuff set up from the GAP and your processes set up and everything else, that would get you set up to pass inspections to do sprouts. So it's something we are considering maybe adding into the repertoire. And you just got to get health inspection in at that point and the government regulations and everything else. But you'll be set up for it. If you get a GAP class, you get certified as GAP and everything else, you'll be fine. Well, Chickakawea, I cannot read that, sorry. I only speak and read English. I can speak some broken Spanish, but you won't want to hear it, so.
It's not good.
So I do apologize, but you're not supposed to have a net on your head? No. No. You ever see a farmer with a net on their head? Unless they don't have any hair.
No, we sell microgreens that are an unwashed product. It says wash before use. This is single cut produce, which is similar to what you would get from a lettuce field. So we are not selling a ready to eat food. We are not selling something that should be treated as ready to eat. We treat it as ready to eat on our end just because we'd like to. But we do take cautions like wearing gloves and things like that. We're very careful with the food. We do treat it as food. But requirement-wise, we are not required to wear hair nets or things like that because we are essentially on an indoor field.
Yep.
I know some growers that are super duper extra and they wear hair nets and hazmat suits and everything else. That's a bit much.
Detroit DK beets put up a mild taste, bright purple, sprouting for me. It might be remarkable. I appreciate your time. Yeah. Detroit DK beets. Take a look.
We have a Detroit dark red that we grow on beets. Nice and red. The Detroit dark red. We've grown those ones.
Jesse Sweeney, that's over on TikTok now. My rule is when I start were the ones I would want to eat. Yes, definitely. If you're not going to eat them, don't grow them. I've grown into like a lot of stuff because we try it, I like it, we sell it. It's hard to explain to somebody what it is if you've never eat it or what like the taste. So I definitely think you should be eating whatever you're growing, for sure.
Your word tone is different if you don't like something. Like I always know if our son works the market because he doesn't like spicy food. So he cannot sell radishes or wasabi to save his life. Even if he explains to somebody what they taste like, and he says it tastes, you know, it's a great spicy taste, you can tell in his voice and his tone that he does not like it. It's hard to sell something you don't like.
Yep. People can read it.
He's like, I don't tell them I don't like it, but, you know, you don't have to tell them. People can see.
We are in Central Illinois. Rainbow is gorgeous, but I also like the daikon. Yeah, daikon's pretty good too.
Daikon's pretty too, yeah. It's good flavor. The Triton purple that we grow is a daikon variety. It's a purple daikon. So it's actually pink. It says it's purple, but it's actually pink.
It's pink.
It's pink. But it's a variety of the daikon, so it's got that great flavor.
Would wasabi be hard for me to sell? Why it's spicy?
What is it so spicy?
Yeah,
it is.
it's wasabi.
It is very much a wasabi.
And I tell people a little bit goes a long way in that, and I mean little bit. We got a guy who puts it on his hot dogs. So.
Loves it. He's a happy man.
He comes there, and if we don't have wasabi, how am I gonna eat my hot dog today?
I guess you gotta cover the taste of the hot dog. Maybe that's the strategy.
We sell the clamshells at retail for $5. We probably could sell them for more, but we're good at $5. Santos actually ordered red stem and red rainbow instead of my daikon. Oh.
Oh no! What? The red stem, is that a daikon variety? You just kind of look at the actual radish name on them, and it might be a daikon variety, so you might have a similar flavor to it.
How did you guys end up starting your microgreen business?
We looked at microgreens in 2007, if that tells you anything, just to grow for personal use. And then life got interesting around 2020, and we started growing more. And then we started growing even more and decided that this could become a business, like a side hustle. Became a side business, still did other things, and then the side business took over more time than the real business, the job. So you have to choose one. We chose this.
And the best thing we ever did to get going in this business and go faster is we got a mentor. So, and now we're turning around the favor and we're mentoring people. So if you really want to do something, find somebody who's already done it. They're going to help you speed up and do it faster and avoid a lot of mistakes that you would normally make and would stop people sometimes. So we want to help you do that.
For sure. Yeah, I think we had one consult with a mentor and we're like, we can do this without the job getting in the way. That's it. Kind of started out small.
We got a spammer.
We got another spammer. Showing the love. You know you're doing something when the spammers start showing up.
Got that taken care of. Thank you, Santos, for that. Well, I'm shocked that even microgreens are still this popular. Awesome. People that go to work. Yep, we're doing great. I used to grow for personal use. Yes, I agree. You definitely should be growing for your personal use, for sure.
Yes. Not everybody has the patience level it takes to make these little babies grow and stay alive, so that's what we're here for.
Hi, Red Rum. We are doing building our combined layered products right now and harvesting our microgreens. So, how are you? Do you use soil or hemp mat? Right now, we are using Coco Loco, so potting mix.
It's a cocoa-based potting mix. We've trialed hemp mats. Personal use, sure. But definitely takes a lot more work than soil or a peat or cocoa base because you have to water multiple times a day to make hemp mats really work well. Which we don't want to do. We want to be able to water once a day and run this as efficiently as possible. Soil is also much more forgiving. Any kind of growed medium like that is a lot more forgiving when it comes to watering, nutrient levels, things like that. This Coco Loco is phenomenal. It has really, really great nutrients in it, so we don't have to amend it at all. There's no ocean solution or kelp or whatever vitamins or anything like that needed. We just use the Coco Loco. Things grow within 10 days for the most part, for most grows, and it works out beautifully. But yeah, we've done hemp mats in the past. We've done cocoa mats, and we're getting ready to try out some bamboo mats once we have space after this expo.
After this expo, yes.
I just don't have the space to do a trial right now.
So I probably will be planting them on Friday, maybe?
If we have time on Friday, if not, we can do it
Probably
on
the following Friday, just because
next
we're going to
Friday.
be trimmed for time. We're going to have to get in early and get stuff done and stuff, so, yeah.
No fun grows on Friday.
Just get done what needs to get done so we can get stuff set up over their expo, so.
Yeah.
You should try Fox Farm soil. It is from Fox Farm.
Coco Loco is from Fox Farm. We don't use their soil just because soil has a lot of natural biologics in it, and we do grow indoors. We do not have sunlight to sanitize our soil. So if you're growing outdoors or in a greenhouse, definitely awesome. I just don't like the idea of not having like the UVC rays that are in sunlight to kind of stop any kind of pathogens that may be in a live soil.
Shirts come in XXX.
They do.
They do. You can find them on our TikTok shop. Where else can you find them?
Huh?
Can you find them anywhere else?
YouTube has it.
YouTube also has it. Don't
Just
tell
can't say
TikTok.
that out loud.
But you can find them on our TikTok shop. That's right, I love Fox Farm. Yeah, they're a good company.
Yeah. Great products. Love it. Yeah, this is Bushmaster Coco Loco is what it's called for them. It's got a little dude playing the bongos on it.
Yeah. It's a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
It's geared towards, other indoor growing.
The first time we found it, we actually were at a grow shop picking up domes for, I think it was for the sunflowers,
Yep.
to try the higher domes. And locally we couldn't find 4-inch domes anywhere except there. We finally found it.
We tried it. It worked great. Suggested by Andy. So we did that and never went back.
Yeah.
Besides when a distributor decides not to deliver. But, that's a whole different story.
That's a whole other thing when the distributor forgets to deliver our stuff and doesn't tell us that they're not coming. Yeah, no.
Had you tried your systems automatic or do you have water daily? We water daily right now. I have 40 flood trays, the 2x4 trays that we're going to be using first for our lettuce to do automatic watering on our lettuce during germination before it goes in the big system. For our flowers, we're going to do automatic watering with them as well. And then where the flowers are right now, I can move in our basil for it, so it's on automatic watering. And then when we have left, we're going to trial and start doing the micros with them trays on a separate rack system, separate everything else so we can make sure that it works and dial that in before it's part of our main production. But we are slowly going to be moving into automatic watering, hopefully, if it works out. So, yeah, we are looking at that so that way it'd be off our table so we don't have to worry about that. So, yeah, Fox Farms is awesome. I need a I'm not sure. It's kind of borderline. Yeah, On the Grow did it. They have one. We've taken bits and pieces from that. If you're learning from On the Grow to grow commercially, you're doing it wrong. Because they don't grow commercially, they grow for YouTube. So just be careful. Some of the things they tell you is impossible to do. They like watering twice a day and going back out, doing stuff. Like there's
They're
They've
great.
helped a lot of people get interested in microgreens, so no bad love with On the Grow. We've watched them. There's bits and pieces you can take from, but they definitely don't grow commercially.
Yeah.
Or grow for a business, not even commercially, just if you want to do it as a side business or anything like that.
Nothing at scale.
Nothing at scale, so you got to keep that in mind when you're watching them. But they are great people. They've done great for the microgreen industry, so no bad love towards them. Bet.
Arlo, can you clarify, are you looking for like a potted version of microgreens, or are you thinking like hemp? Because the seeds for hemp and other things like that are insanely expensive. I would hate to see the price on the microgreens. I'm sure there might be health benefits to that, but those seeds are not cheap.
But again, On the Grow's automatic watering thing is a pretty decent setup. We're taking bits and pieces from everybody that we've watched and kind of making our own system based on all of that.
How's the land TikTok doing?
That's why I had no idea they did that.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
maybe the hemp.
Hemp, yeah, he's asking about hemp.
Yeah, that's expensive seed.
Very expensive seed, and it doesn't taste good as a micro.
Yeah, everybody who has
Tried
tried it
it.
that we are aware of says it tastes absolutely atrocious. Like, it better be healthy, because nobody wants to eat it. Do you have the box knife out there still from doing the opening?
It's probably down there,
Okay.
I would assume.
Yep. Open some more packages.
Thanks for the sub, appreciate it. I'm assuming that they were commercial growers. Oh no, On the Grow is not commercial growers at all.
Oh no.
They've done like maybe 2 farmers markets. All their stuff is test stuff, trialing and everything else.
Most of their money comes from selling products, like the little green trays. They have like a knife line.
They have the little clips to
tabs.
put on the trays to raise them up easier.
Yeah, they're more like the product sells. Yeah,
They're in a trailer that
their
they have
channel
like.
blew up because it was like a niche cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a trailer that they grow in. It's the size of, our tables here,
Yeah, maybe smaller.
maybe smaller. It's a cute little trailer, and it's a really neat setup.
Yeah.
But it's designed just more for experimenting. Couple racks. They did like an algae project
Kelp.
for a while. Kelp.
They did kelp.
Kelp.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorts of things like that. But like it's more geared towards information than actual production.
I did Donnie Grease microgreen tests and was able to grow purple radishes and broccoli. Thought it was pretty neat.
The one tray away.
Do you do the 1 tray away challenge? Is that what you're talking about?
Because that's, I think, what he puts in the one tray away package. We have that box.
Never opened it.
I have the box. It's got some stuff in it.
Donnie doesn't like me anymore, so whatever. I used to be good pals with him, but I started trying to help people out, and he didn't like that. So he apparently wants to be the only person to teach people or talk to people about microgreens. So whatever.
Not sure what the falling out was about.
Still not sure.
Still not sure. Yeah. Still don't understand it fully. But that's all right. We're gonna
I'm
keep
just
moving.
trying to be out here helpful. So sometimes people get in bad headspaces.
Yeah. I worry about him. I do.
He must have been off his meds, aka the marijuana.
Medicine. It's fully medicinal, I'm sure.
Where did you start from home? Then you got commercial space. Yes,
Oh yeah.
We were in our home until we were busting out and couldn't fit anymore. We had trays growing on the top shelf. Germination was going on a table. We were in the garage. We were in our formal living room, formal dining room, all that. So, like, yes.
It had spread to the entire house almost.
Yep, spread to the entire house almost. Like, so, like, we just out of space. We couldn't grow anymore, and we had more customers that we needed to service that were wanting our products. So we had to come to commercial space. So I would recommend not going to commercial space until you're absolutely busting out of your space, because there's a lot more expenses that come with that. So you've got to start making more money, more business, and everything else. So there is the chances of that. So I saw on the grow juice wheatgrass and freeze it. Yeah,
We do that.
we do that. She will our wheatgrass for us. She'll cut it up, juice it, and then put an orange and banana in it, and then freeze it and make ice cubes out of it. So that way you can just put that right into your smoothies,
Yep.
and you get all the benefits of the wheatgrass with all the lawnmower taste.
Yeah, so I do a whole tray of wheatgrass with one orange for the citrus, and then either a banana or an apple, kind of depending on whatever fruit's around, just to add some sweetness. And then I just juice that all together, throw them into an ice cube tray, and then those ice cubes go into our smoothies. Super easy mornings at that point, so that I'm not juicing repeatedly. You want to use or freeze your wheatgrass juice within a 24-hour period, because it starts to die off.
Yep.
With wheatgrass. That chlorophyll becomes less active as it sits. So freezing it immediately or within 24 hours, definitely better for it.
How many square feet? In total, the building's 4,000 square feet. The grow space is about 3,000. And then we got a dish room, storage area in there. We got an office that's way too big, but it's the way it came. So, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Thomas English, you're welcome.
Absolutely.
Just Santos, not for me, but new people. If you grow at home, do your feel about pets in your home. We have cats, but we sectioned off the area we were growing in that they weren't allowed to be in.
Yeah.
So I would recommend having a separate area that the pets aren't allowed in, if you're growing to sell to anybody else.
Yes. And if you grow wheatgrass,
Yeah.
make sure if you have cats, they will try to find it.
So make sure you have that room sectioned off. So
Yeah. Or give them their own.
yeah.
That's what we had to do. So they would not want to go in there. But they will be drawn to that room. Obviously, nature is drawn to nature. Animals will want to be in that room. You don't necessarily want them in there because they have fur, people have allergies. They like to step through your trays if you're not careful. I've seen people have their cats
Just
walk
laying in
through
them.
their trays or sit in their trays. So keeping that area separate. I love my kitties. I don't love my kitties in my products.
Have you seen the commercial trailers converted to farms? Yeah, I've seen that. We actually looked at possibly doing that, but we would have had we couldn't do it at the home. Regulations of the city, we couldn't do that. So we'd have to find land for it anyway.
So at that point, you might as well just get a warehouse.
At that point, you might as well get a warehouse. So
Yeah, those indoor farms are really, really cool. The vertical farming in trailers.
yeah, they're really cool. It's a really cool setup.
Exciting to see. There's a university not far from us that was speaking at one of the events we were at. They have two on site now. So they're doing experiments with that, trying to run it on solar. It's really a cool concept that they're going to work through.
But again, they're not trying to make money at the university. So
Yeah, no, it's all grant funded. They are not making money. They have not made any money with that. He said that.
there was one grower, Tiny Leaves,
Tiny
in
Leaf.
Florida. They started in a trailer, freight farm trailer. They're now selling it. I don't know if they sold it yet because they moved into a warehouse as well.
They had one trailer, two trailers by the
They
end?
got 2 trailers by the end, yeah.
And then now they're in a warehouse because it is honestly more efficient to be in a warehouse. If you can't access warehouse space, yes. But we were talking to one person was like, we could throw that on roofs in cities, you know, and that's an awesome concept. More access in the cities.
Have you thought about trying to freeze dry microgreens and make vitamin powders? Yes, we have. Working on getting a freeze dryer now. We applied for a grant to get the big commercial, along with other things in the grant. So hopefully, we probably won't get that grant. Very slim chance, since all the money went to somebody else, not the people that applied for the grant. And
Standard government practice.
standard government practices. So, but we'll be working on getting a freeze dryer here soon, regardless without them, and then we'll be able to freeze dry them, make powders out of them, and then sell it as a basically shelf-stable product that people can add to their products by just sprinkling it on. So it'll be a whole different product line.
More access to fresh, freeze-dried, but fresh fruit.
So
The goal is to create more access. We know that the shelf life on microgreens is not the best, but the nutrition is awesome. So we need to find a way to make this awesomeness last. Yeah, it's on our grant writing. I need to write another one soon. I'm gonna work under the assumption that I didn't get the other one. They still have not announced who got it, but
you were supposed to announce mid-February.
oh wow.
You know anything with government though? When they say mid-February, it's probably going to be April.
Yep. But due to an overwhelming response, it's taking longer than normal. No, it's taking normal.
Yep, I got him, DeSantos. Thank you.
Hmm?
Somebody,
Misbehaving.
yeah.
Misbehaving. Thanks, Dan. I don't understand that. I've yet to figure out the why on that. Why people
Because
think they
people are bored in their life and
that.
probably in their mom's basement, and their life sucks, and
They want to make people miserable with them. And I don't have time to be miserable. I'm having way too much fun with my life.
completely worth having a freeze dryer though. I own two, and I'm looking to get a third. Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, I actually make money from freeze drying ice cream bars. Nice.
Nice. I like
Interesting.
that. I thought with like freeze drying, you could do like healthy options. So like the candies that don't have dyes. I see people with freeze dried candy all the time at the markets, and it drives me nuts because it's Skittles and things like that that are full of chemicals that my kids can't have because like our oldest has ADHD, he's red dye reactive. Anytime he consumes something with red dye, it takes days to get his attention span back because his body reacts negative to it, and he can't keep his attention even with medicine, which he doesn't take because he doesn't like to be medicated. Which he can control it 99% of the time as long as he doesn't accidentally drink something that has red dye in it. Or think, oh, it'll be okay. He's been better about that now. He realizes now that, it's just not going to work to drink nonsense.
Thanks, Sean Caesar, for the sub. Appreciate it.
But all those candies full of things we shouldn't consume, if we could figure out how to freeze dry things that we can have, that could be amazing.
Then we're going to start for the micros and making powders out of them.
Definitely starting with micros. Definitely.
Sure, I love freeze-dried bananas. Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
I'll call them banana pillows.
Banana pillows.
Nice.
I love that.
Love the
That's
wording.
really good.
Robert, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. It's a beautiful day.
You know how it is. The wording is what gets the sales from. Yeah, it's all about words. Yep. Marketing 101.
Yep.
At least the first time the taste sells them after that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to get them to eat it though. You got to get them to try it, right?
Draw that attention, color, wording, curiosity.
Robert, so where is the omelet with the microgreens you cannot harvest on an empty stomach?
Right?
Robert, I don't usually eat anything till afternoon. It's kind of we do intermediate fasting every day. Plus, it just makes the morning easier. I ain't got to try to eat before I start working. I can just go and work. So, it makes life easier, and it's a little bit better for you as well. So, I will eat omelets at 8 p.m. at night, though.
Yes. Sometimes dinner is running late, and we do have chickens. So eggs are a really easy go-to night food. So dinner is breakfast a lot.
Which I don't mind.
We like breakfast for dinner. So we'll do beautiful omelets with some fresh bacon. Yeah. Make some pancakes or toast, something like that. And then have a nice dinner.
Well, Robert, I'm grateful that you could be here to watch us. I'm happy to have you.
We appreciate you. Feel free to ask questions, say hi, all that.
Yep,
good
breakfast
stuff.
is anytime. Yep.
Yes.
I
Have you
agree.
guys ever seen our veggie confetti?
So this
veggie
is our
confetti.
own seed lot mix that we make. So this is our veggie confetti. A lot of beautiful red in it and stuff. So most of that is amaranth, just to let you know.
Amaranth, the red cabbage.
Red
is in there
cabbage.
too. We got some great colors. There's 7 varieties mixed in that, so it is a wonderful mix. That's what I'm cutting on across the side. I'm done making bins of product for him to be able to do mixes with, so I am doing all the individuals. So just the small packages from here for me. Well, then restaurants, but
Louis Margaritas. Hey, I just bought a rack and lights trying to set up my microgreen bin. It's awesome. Hey, Louis, if you want any more help, there's the link down there that's pinned. Make sure you check that out. That's our free community, and we can help you out more and everything in there. The community part of that is completely free, and it's just on our school site, so check that out. Love to help you go better and faster, and there's a lot of great people in there to help you out as well. So,
we've got some really, really awesome people in that group, and they're very helpful.
do you give your chickens the microgreen scrap? Yes, they love the sunflowers, obviously. That's their favorite. When we were at the house, they got all of it, but now it's just
It's too much.
too much to travel back and forth with it. So, but yeah, they get a lot of it still. They love it. And it's great for them, and the eggs taste amazing. So,
We have really, really good eggs.
they're spoiled chickens.
Yeah. They're bougie. They do not eat peas. They're ridiculous like that. They think pea mats are for wiping their feet.
Oh yeah, you gotta have something to wipe your feet on.
Exactly. Like that's all the peas get used for. They will not eat those.
I'm gonna say that name so wrong. I'll try. But hello.
Puja.
Puja?
Puja.
Puja. See, I told you I'd say it wrong. Even when you told me. How are you today? Sorry. I'm just a Midwestern from Oklahoma family, country boy.
Is it Vishwakarma?
So if I mispronounce your name, don't take any offense. It's just me.
Yeah. That's a mouthful. I love it. It's a good name. My mom used to have a doctor named Dr. Puja.
Oh,
Yeah. That was her original endocrinologist. That was her first name. We didn't go by her last name. super
Yeah, you're
sweet
welcome,
lady.
Lewis. Yeah.
Super sweet lady.
They'll just ask you a few questions just to make sure you're not a spammer, because we get them on here. So make sure you're not a spammer and yeah, and not a robot or something like that crazy.
Yeah.
No AI people in there.
We like real people. The number one rule of the group: be a good human.
What's the shelf life of microgreens? We did. I don't like to. I tell people 2 weeks, but we can get like 3 weeks out of it. So, especially in our fridge, we can. Grocery stores sometimes last 3 weeks, but 2 weeks is a good rule of thumb.
We try to do 2 weeks just because you want to sell it by 2 weeks at that point if you're in a grocery store.
Now that's factors in making sure you're harvesting dry, you're packing dry, you're packing right away, stuff like that you have to do. So, Robert, you live in Oklahoma. Nice.
Hey, we know lots of Okies.
Yeah, my family's mostly Tulsa, Sapulpa kind of area, so in that realm.
Dad grew up in Broken Arrow.
Dad was born in Broken Arrow.
Grown in Broken Arrow, yeah.
My dad's dad, his real dad, was Native American, living on the reservation, all that stuff. So yeah, obviously don't think I got any of it. Very little.
You look like your mama.
Look a lot like my mom. Dutch. What got us started in microgreens?
They looked good. They tasted good. We grew them for ourselves. We liked them. And then grew more and more, and then people wanted them as well. And then it became a side hustle. And the side hustle outgrew the day-to-day. Long story short. There was a lot going on in the world in 2020 and 2021, so
Yeah.
yeah. I was in restaurants when all that went down, so I was non-essential. It gave me a lot of time to really work on that side hustle.
Okie City, been from Texas. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Texas too.
Oh, yeah, I got family down in Texas as well.
Oklahoma's just an extension of Texas,
Yeah.
guys. That's all
A
it
lot
is.
of family from the Dallas and in San Antonio area, which
Yeah.
San Antonio is one of my favorite cities. My two favorite cities in America is San Antonio and Indianapolis. I know them are two distinct difference, but they're my two favorite
Two
cities.
sides of favorites. Indy's so much fun.
Indy is a lot of fun. Do you harvest in a cold room? No, we harvest at our room temperature that we got. You gotta remember when these plants are getting harvested, they've never been cold before. So it's kind of better to harvest them at room temperature. And then we set them like this. And then when we label, flip them over, let them set like this. This also helps with condensation and everything else when you flip them over like that. It's all sciencey, nerdy crap. But and you flip them over like this. This helps out a lot to help with that and stuff, and letting them set at room temperature for a little bit before you shock them and put them in cold.
Now you will see fogging when you first put them in a cooler.
Yep.
When you first put them in a cooler, they're going to fog because the temperature in the package is warmer than the temperature outside the package. Once the temperatures are equal, the fogging goes away. So we put them in the walk-in. They go in the walk-in overnight before we take them for delivery tomorrow. So they will be regulated by time they're delivered. So everybody panics because their stuff starts fogging up as soon as they put it in. And that's normal. It's supposed to do that. That's how things work because there's humidity in there from the plants respirating still. They're still respirating a little bit. You want to minimize that by making sure you're harvesting with the lights off. Don't have them in full photosynthesis mode while you're harvesting. You want to harvest them as dry as possible, but not falling over. There's a lot to it. It's very sciencey. But don't panic if you have a little steam in there when you first put them in. It should regulate after a few hours or so once the temperatures are even.
Yep. Thanks for the sub, Shane Lincoln. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I did a whole long post about it.
Do you have a link for your packaging? We do in our Growth Bites community. So
I will this afternoon in the Growth Bites.
In the Growth Bites community, I'll be there this afternoon. It's quick to put in. We just got to get it put in over there.
I just can't do it from mobile, and I didn't have my laptop with me last night.
Yep. So that will be in there. So if you join that school group on Growth Bites, if you want to join it for free, you can. There's also paid stuff, but the community part's completely free, and that resource sheet of all our links is going to be for free as well. So
we just ask that you participate in the community, introduce yourself, say hi, help other people, be a good human.
yeah, to get it, you just gotta, once you register and I approve you, all you gotta do is introduce yourself or make a post or something. Preferably introduce yourself so we know who we got. Would be appreciated, and then you'll have access to it.
We just don't give immediate access because I believe that people should contribute before they take. So we always try to give more than we ever take. So we just ask that you say hi at least. Plus people like to join things to take stuff and never actually participate sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. That's not fun.
Should be there to help each other.
Microgreens are a community. Thank you. Whatever that was.
I'm sure what that was.
Made it nice.
Yeah, nice.
TikTok's always making noises.
Yeah, get some shirts. Like, I'm waiting for my shirt that comes in that says "I like fast food." That's why I grow microgreens. I haven't got it in yet, but that one I just love. Thank you, Jenna, if you're still here, for making that. She sent me the design.
Jenna even sent him the design. That's how easy that was.
Yeah, Jenna, it is amazing. If you're on TikTok, and Jenna, you can find her name probably on the chat and everything else. Make sure you go follow her. She's awesome.
It's awesome.
We grow microgreens, not weed. Nope.
Nope, just tiny plants.
Just
Not
tiny
that kind.
plants that you eat, not smoke. We try to water 24 hours before we harvest. So we'll water the day before around 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. And then our lights all go off the next day at 8 a.m., which is also an important part. And we start harvesting like an hour after the lights go off, which helps get that water to go out. Some more science stuff for you that I just know a little bit of it. Don't know a lot. Joe knows more than I. So it helps extate that water as well, so you have less moisture as well. So you want the lights to go off and harvest about an hour. Start harvesting about an hour after the lights go off.
Yes.
But don't water until 20 hours within 24 hours. So 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. watering. Start harvesting around 9 a.m. the next day. How much vertical space do you give for each growing shelf? About 11 to 12 inches is what we use, because we use one light. We use one T8 light. You could get away with smaller spacing if you use a T5 lights. You could probably go to about 8 inches or so. You're welcome, Lewis. are you logging in for?
Oh, for right now, I'm connected it. Logging out. So, I need veggies. Now. Okay. I thought it was 60.
That was last week.
That was last week. More veggie confetti this week. That is okay. I'll do as many as I need.
No LEDs. You want no fluorescence. You want to do LEDs. One, they're going to be cheaper for you on power.
Yeah, long term, you are going to save so much money by not spending that much on power. The power consumption on a fluorescent is so much higher than an LED. Also, LEDs, you can get them in a variety of color spectrums. So
You want to
getting
get full spectrum.
full spectrum grow lights. Definitely want to make sure you're getting a full spectrum for the grow lights. It allows them to get really great color. It brings the color out on the reds and the blues and the purples and stuff like that. If you do just a standard shop light, you're not going to get as bright of a color spectrum. It's great for like broccolis and things like that, the basic green things. But anything with color in it, it's not going to show up as well, and it's not going to bring that out.
Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. What's your hardest microgreen to grow? Yes, what's the hardest microgreen to grow?
Biggest challenge?
Right now or just in general?
Just in general, I mean,
Just in
beets
general.
can be finicky and fickle. Like, I can have an amazing month with beets, and then, like, out of nowhere, I get a hole. Same process, same everything. And just every once in a while, you just run into them. And, like, with beets, once they start to die, they just keep dying. You can't stop them. You can dig it out, and you can save most of the tray sometimes, but sometimes it just spreads forever, and you can't stop it. So I would say the beets, because you can't save them as easily. Like if I have a cilantro start to fall, usually I can fix that and it's fine. Basil can be a challenge just because it's such a long grow. If something goes wrong at week 4 or week 3 and you harvest at week 4, you've already lost 3 weeks of grow time on them. So that's a big challenge in that aspect. Amaranth is finicky, but it's doable. You just really have to babysit it a little bit more. It just doesn't like water. I don't know why. You could throw an amaranth seed in your backyard, and it will turn into a 6-foot-tall giant like it's nothing.
Or the crack of your driveway.
Or the crack of the driveway. Yeah. Don't ask us how we know that. But if you grow it in a tray and you give it everything it needs, it can be very finicky. But they don't like water, it seems. Any other varieties that are kind of on the tricky side?
Anything with color.
Anything with color gets moody. Yeah. The amaranth, the beets. The chard behaves a little bit better than the beets, but it isn't as bright of a color. Cilantro, we figured out. We got that down like it's nothing. Took a few rounds and a lot of learning.
A lot of trials.
Everything is doable if you have enough patience.
Have you done popcorn yet? Yeah.
Oh yeah, popcorn's easy.
Usually in the fall, our restaurants start ordering it for the farmers market outdoor season. We'll grow popcorn
Very outdoor season.
as well.
Popcorn is like insanely easy.
Yeah.
Like,
I joined the community and answered the questions. Just put in the TikTok name for wherever you heard of. Okay. I'll get you approved when we go to lunch.
Yep.
Never tried popcorn, may have to grow it. You just got to grow it in complete darkness. So we germinate it for 3 days.
Germinate
Waited?
for 3 days weighted.
You water it when it goes into germination, and then you water it when it goes out of germination, and you immediately put it in blackout, and then 4 days later you open it up and cut it. That's it.
We
So
found
easy.
that it doesn't even really need water in between that. Like I kind of lift it a little bit to see if I need the bottom water, but I never lift that dome in that 4 days.
Yep.
So first, it's a 7-day grow, and 3 days germination, 4 days of growing, and in that 4 days of growing, I never lift the blackout dome because it's a pain in the butt to get it back down. They just kind of poof everywhere.
Well, and if it gets any light, it's going to turn green.
Yeah, and any kind of light, they turn green. So
You want to keep that yellow because it's otherwise it's really bitter.
Yeah. Green popcorn shoots are awful. Do not eat those. If they start turning lime green, they're almost awful. They start getting bitterness. Any kind of chlorophyll in those popcorn shoots, they start getting bitter. But if they are bright yellow, which they should be if you cut them in the dark, they are delicious and insanely sweet. It's like almost like a sugar substitute. You put them in like a tomato cucumber salad that you would normally put a little sugar in. You do tomatoes and cucumbers and some Italian seasoning. Throw some popcorn shoots in there. It's like a burst of sweet. I need to throw that recipe in the recipes
Yep.
in the community too. I've added a few recipes. I just haven't.
We're
done
adding
all of them.
little by little. Yeah, so if you're in the free community and growth bites as well, we have a whole recipe section once you get to level 2, which is very easy to get to. Just want to make sure you're contributing a little bit, or answering questions, or liking stuff, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get to level 2 and you can get that access. I go to grab some kale.
Kale. Kale's right here.
You
I brought it out for you already.
got it for
I
me?
already brought it for you.
Already
You're
brought it?
welcome.
Where's it at?
The top one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
threw a little more on top of them.
She's already got it for me. She knew I was going to need it, so. DeSantos. Does rainbow chard grow different colors?
Yes, rainbow chard is a mix of like pink, red, and yellow chards seeds. So it kind of has like the pinks, reds, yellows. There's some white stems in there too. I don't know exactly which varieties they mix into it. Rainbow chard is more on the pink side, and rainbow beets are more on the red side. We've done both.
Done both.
Yeah. Chard doesn't seem like it gets as deep of a color as like the beets do. So what are you working on now? We got
Salad boosters.
salad boosters. Done with the crunchy. Bonus. 15.
Jasper J, I'm in a different wing of the hospital. I'll come to.
What?
Jasper, I don't think you meant to
Send that to
send me that. So if you're meaning to message somebody about where you're at in the hospital, you might want to message them instead.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely don't want to think you sent it to somebody else. It's here.
Yeah, I figured.
We just want to make sure you send it to the right person. That would suck.
No problem. Just want to make sure you get it to the right person.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a hard time keeping it from going green after cut? No, once you cut it, it's pretty good.
Just make sure you don't leave it in direct sunlight. Like if you take it to a farmer's market, you have to make sure it's in the shade. We don't sell it retail. We don't put it in the retail stores for popcorn because their lights turn it green. It's like lime green after a couple days, and it starts to get bitter. It does green up. Some growers say that it doesn't turn green after harvesting.
Not from my experience.
From my experience watching it and all that, it definitely does. It does have a little bit of chlorophyll action happening.
Yeah, we'll be here probably till noon,
Somewhere around
ish, and then we'll be back on for the afternoon to finish up the harvest. So yeah, after we have lunch. Yeah, you can come back on and check us out.
there. Yeah, somewhere around noonish, we'll pop off and have some lunch, and then back at it. Got more to do, always.
Favorite micro to grow? Broccoli, because I just
Growing
love to eat it as well. So
grow what you like to eat.
if I could only grow one, that'd be it.
Yeah.
Gotta run. Have a blessed week. You too, Robert.
You too,
Thank you.
Robert. Thanks for stopping by.
Least favorite micro to eat?
Ooh,
Hmm.
you don't really like the beets.
The beets. Beets are earthy. I'd go beets. Yeah.
Yeah. Beets take a little effort to hide the taste of.
But they're great color.
Very earthy. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. But they are very beety beet taste. So yeah, that'd probably be it. The wasabi's a little too spicy for me.
Thanks for the sub, guys. Matt Wood, I don't measure it that carefully. Your micros when you're packing them? You always want to make sure you're giving your customers the right same stuff.
Our goal is
You
to
don't
be
need a hair beard
consistent.
net, guys. Farmers don't need. These are not ready to eat products, so
Yeah. We're not in a restaurant. We're not doing ready-to-eat products. If you asked a farmer in the field to put in a beard net, I'm pretty sure you would get laughed out of the field.
if you're a lettuce farmer, wear beard nets or hair nets or anything.
If they do, they're probably doing it to protect themselves,
Are they in a facility that's crazy or something?
or
But
they're processing.
they're processing something like that. So yeah, but it just depends on what you're doing. Like, but this is just farming indoors, so it's just like being in a field farm. We just grow a whole bunch of tiny fields. It's the only thing we do. Yeah. So
Yep.
it is not a requirement. Now, your company, when you work at Taylor Farms, that may be in their requirement, but
That's just company policy with that. Taylor Farms is in California, isn't it? Oh, that makes sense.
probably.
Yeah.
No problem. Just want to explain it because we've had that question a few times today. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've never had that question before today.
Nope.
But yeah.
Reaching a wider audience.
Huh?
Reaching a wider audience.
Yeah. Valid. Valid point. Alright. The questions are always good though. Definitely
Yeah.
ask questions. We'll answer.
You never know until you ask. Now, if we were processing, making
A
ready-to-eat product, like when we do powders and stuff like that, then yeah, you're going to need to do all that protective equipment at that point. But
Yeah. This is just single cut harvest, just like a lettuce.
our health department here don't even require restaurant people to wear beard nets. So
They do not here, yeah. And that's an Illinois Department of Health.
yeah,
IDPH does not require it. Which is surprising. But follow the rules that you have.
Santos, I'm thinking about signing up for the Common Ground Fair in September that Johnny's puts on,
Ooh.
but it's not cheap. Thousands of people go there. It's worth it. What range are you looking at for that cost of that? Because we do an expo. We paid $675 for the expo. We do have a 20-foot,
20 by 10?
10 by 20 foot space for that. But there's 5,000 to 6,000 people that show up for that. So we'll make probably 4 times that money.
At least 3 times that, and the exposure that we get for that.
We've gotten grocery stores because of that.
Yeah.
So the residual of that is the huge part. Like that's immeasurable. It's no money if you think about the residual of it. And they take work. They do take work.
Ooh,
So
yeah. You'll see.
do you guys like selling at farmers markets better or restaurants? I really like grocery stores over both of them. Grocery stores are my favorite, and our soon probably distributors will be my next favorite. Farmers markets are fun because you get to go out and meet the people. You get to talk to the people. You get to find out what people like, what they don't like, so you know what to sell in the grocery store, and what products work, what products don't work. So it's a great testing ground. So we probably will always do farmers markets, no matter how big we get. It might not be us going to the farmers markets, but the company, somebody will be at a farmers market. So we have a testing ground.
Yeah. And that connection to community is huge. You gotta know your people.
So this is our salad booster, sunflowers, broccoli, kale.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Christina, do you grow micros in your house because of the big humidity issues? Did you grow micros in your house because of big humidity issues? No, we had the dehumidifier. Actually, when we first started growing, we went through our first winter.
It was too dry.
It was too dry. We had to have a humidifier in there to get it up to where we needed it to be to grow them properly. But no, we had and then we got the dehumidifier in there. We got the big boy eventually because we started growing so much we needed even a bigger one.
But keeping that humidity 50% or less was our big key with that. Keeping the humidity in check while you're growing is huge, and that would prevent a lot of the issues that some growers run into when growing indoors in their house especially. Yeah, I could see that could be a problem, especially if you're unable to control that humidity.
Sue, is the market small where you're from? We have a pretty good market. We sell pretty good. Multiple six-figure farm, which I know in the realm of traditional farming is probably very small.
We're babies.
But we're babies compared to that. But it's very good. We make a good living. So yeah.
We can support a family on it. There you go. That's all I need. By family, we have 4 kids. So.
How do you market your microgreens to your target audience? So we use a lot of marketing tools. We use Facebook, Instagram, being out in the market, our label, organic reach, our label is a marketing product inside the grocery stores. We're getting ready to do a whole marketing course on our group, on our community, on school that we're doing. So if you want to be part of that, we do have a special offer right now. The easiest way to get that offer is just to join our free group, because I'm going to be releasing that today or tomorrow in that group. But it's $147, and you get a weekly or a monthly one-on-one with us to help grow your business. You get the group calls every week. You get the whole community. You get the marketing. You get the resources. You get everything for $147 a month, which our one-on-ones alone are $147. We don't do one-on-ones besides that at $147 if you want that alone. So that alone is worth it. You get all that stuff, everything else. You can check us out for a month. Hopefully you love it and you stay. But you can just email me, Mike at Microgreen Business Coaching, and put $147 deal in there, or join the free school group, and we'll be releasing that information in there as well. We're offering it to everybody in that Growth Bites group.
It's gonna be fun. First episode of marketing is gonna be website.
And that's going to be Wednesday.
Website's on Wednesday.
So we're going to rebuild all of our stuff in new forms, new things that are working for today's business, and build it with you. We can even help you build yours if you wanted to bring it up and kind of guide you through it as well during that. So be a lot of fun. Really going to help a lot of people out. So. Yep, that's our main business. Our microgreens are in grocery stores. That's probably our main business. So, Zoom info. I was tickled my brother tossed just. Okay.
We'll just not do that one. That's a no-go.
Yep.
That's a no-go. I love people.
And the course of your course is worth every penny. Thank you to Santos. I appreciate that.
We appreciate you. You are an awesome contributor into the group too. You're really helping.
Building a really good community of people over there that's not on any other social media platforms or anything. So you ain't got to worry about getting banned or kicked off or anything else. It's our group. We control it. Now, you got to be a good human in there. But
just be a good human. Help and support each other.
Sent you a small email back. Okay.
Perfect.
I'll look at it.
At lunch.
The more we talk about lunch, the hungrier I get.
I was going to say, I shouldn't say that out loud because you're probably getting hungry. I don't know what time it is. I have no idea.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? We're almost there. We did have Chinese for dinner last night. That was by request of the kid for
Your
his
kid's birthday. Our fourth kid, our baby, turned 18 yesterday. So we have been successful parents and got all our kids to adulthood. So I count that as a success. They're all decent humans, so even better. I had to get insurance for the farmer's market. Yep. If you do grocery stores, insurance required. Yep. Yep. You have to get insurance for them as well.
They'll ask to be an additional insured on your insurance. Basically, it just covers them if something goes wrong with your product too. So
and flip insurance makes it really easy to add an additional insured. Really, really easy.
Yep. You just hop online for your account management with Flip, and you can add an additional insured as needed. That includes grocery stores, distributors, things like that. Farmers markets, they'll ask to be on that as well. At least ours have. So if there's ever an issue with your product, that food liability insurance is important.
We don't do weed. Nope.
No.
Microgreens only, guys.
Edible as in edible to eat for food. We are not that interesting, guys.
I'm not that interesting, and I'm not that rich. Because in Illinois, if you wanted to grow that, you've got to be a multi-millionaire
Yep.
to even think about getting started. And bonus points for being a minority.
Yes. Welcome to Illinois.
Hello, Lucius. Nice. I know I did because I didn't even know I needed insurance. Yeah. Everybody wants you to be insured.
Yep. So for insurance, you can do something as simple as Flip, which is FLIP, F as in Frank, program.com. So food liability insurance program. And they do the liability insurance for your food, and they also do inland marine coverage, which sounds really weird, but it's basically coverage for your tent.
Hey, Kevin. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate it. Kevin's one of my other Canadian friends. French Canadian.
The internet brings everyone together. And a lot of Canadians.
Good, good. Kevin's doing good things, growing his community.
Yeah. He's going fast. He's doing good.
Get in there. Zogas, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. It's still morning here.
Thanks for the sub. Yep, working all day. Working it daily, yep.
It's
That's what you got to do. Got to work
every day.
every day. If you're building a business or you're building something, it's going to take work and get it going at first. So if you're doing microgreens, you're doing online coaching, whatever you're doing, you got to work at it. People tell you online, you can hear from Freedom Farmers, you make $1,000 a week passively. You don't have to do any work. That is a lie. This is not a passive business. No business is passive. I don't know what they understand that passive is or not, but this is not a passive business. No business is.
No business that's legit is passive.
You gotta work. Them overnight success you see, like, oh my God, look at them guys, they did overnight success. Well, they probably were 10 years in the making. You just didn't see all that work.
Yeah.
What time zone are we in? We're in Central Time Zone.
We are central.
I reached out to a coffee shop that sells sandwiches and stuff, and they're interested in micros. Awesome. That's a good way to go, yes. Looks like I'll bring them samples soon. Awesome. Congratulations, Christina. Yeah, think outside the box, guys. I know a grower that's in Florida, and most of his business is fast casual that he does for microgreens.
Mid-range fast casual restaurants, not even like the bougie stuff.
Yeah. So it just doesn't have to be the bougie restaurants. So coffee shops like Christina's doing. That's awesome. I'm trying to grow my own microgreens for my family, but they're sad looking. We got a lot of how to grow on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out as well. You can check out our free community on school if you're interested in microgreens at all. And we go in depth more there and everything else, so you can check that out as well.
But yeah, our YouTube has a lot of how to grow, and it gives you kind of step by step on how you should grow them. It does apply to, smaller scale as well.
Yep. That's just looking at all that. You look up how to grow on our channel. We have a whole playlist that you can binge watch. There's a lot of varieties on there. So yeah, check that out.
Yeah.
We're not making hamster food. We make people food. Hamsters can eat it too, but it's people food.
We know people who feed it to their hamsters.
Yep.
Guinea pigs, hamsters, bearded dragons, egg.
It's highly nutritious food, very dense, and you don't know it might save your life.
Yep. Eat your medicine, folks.
Here I'm going to be bagel finagle for a second. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about this. These things can make your medicine. They can save your life. This is from personal experience, so that's my personal story. But you definitely can eat your medicine instead of taking a pill that's just going to need another pill. So eat your medicine.
Yes. Just went viral right there.
We'll see.
We've noticed that trend.
Clip that about 2 hours and 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Christina, I agree with you 100%. Thank you, Christina. Thanks for the support of that. Yep, you're absolutely right, Kevin. Yep, the goal is do what I want, love from anywhere in my own schedule. Yep. You still have to work, but it's on your own schedule. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Like by doing this business, we've been able to not have to ask anybody for time off. Kids got a recital or a track meet or cross country meet or anything they got going on in their life, we can make our schedule whatever we want, move it around, and be able to go to all them events. So working in the restaurant business, good luck getting off on a Friday night to go to your kids' events. So
yeah. The goal was to not miss more than we had already missed in the past.
yep. I got to do a daddy-daughter dinner with my daughter, who's 19, and it was all little girls, but she wanted to do it. So she wants to spend time with me. I say yes, and figure it out.
Yeah.
My 19-year-old daughter still wants to spend time with you. You do it.
She didn't even ask for money that day.
She didn't even ask for money. No. She paid for her own trade ride down from college and everything. The saying tells, yep, I refuse to go to the doctor unless I can't stand the pain. Yeah.
We found an interesting doctor here, and it's definitely super exciting to see. They don't involve insurance companies. They don't even take insurance.
Nope.
It is a direct care physician. They are direct care. They do not take insurance. You pay monthly for them to keep you well.
Yes.
What?
You know what doctors used to be?
So back to the old school version of it. So you pay them, you know, it's actually not an unreasonable amount. It's less than health insurance costs. Then you go as you need. You go for anything, checkups, sick care, everything. They work directly with the labs to take out the middleman pricing on the labs. Actually negotiate a lower price for you on that.
They just whatever the lab charges. They don't take any upkick or anything.
There's no upcharge.
There's no middleman.
So super excited to see that. Apparently it's something that's growing too. So I'm just really excited to see more and more of those pop up. So direct primary care. Super excited to see that. And he's willing to go to that. Because flat out, she said, our first option is not a pill.
Yep.
We love hearing that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Don't go to the traditional doctors for sure.
I didn't do restaurant sunflowers yesterday. You did all the sunflowers.
Oh,
I just realized that. So I
you
will
told me
need
to do that last tray.
Yeah, I did not even think about the restaurants, so I will have to trim down some sunflowers.
That sucks.
Yeah. We just told them they don't get sunflowers this week.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be good. You usually take a tray and cut it.
Yeah, I usually do, and I did not even think about it.
I need this cord.
Gotcha.
No, my phone's gonna die. Come on.
Go on. Oh man.
That's good enough.
Use the other cord on mine. Could have just used mine.
Oh, didn't think about that.
That's all right.
All right. Change them gloves now.
Touching
My
covers.
phone over here on TikTok is about ready to die, so I want to get that going before I start seeing a naturopathic
Oh yeah.
doctor. So happy. Good doctors out here. Yeah, there's good ones out there. You just got to find them. They don't have the big buzzing advertising dollars to
No.
get you.
They do not have the advertising cash. That big guys get from pharma. Super excited to see that that's kind of a thing that's starting to get going. There's one in a small town nearby here that still does home visits now. Has opened up and they do home visits. And for postnatal, like after having a baby, they'll come for like the first 6 weeks. They come once a week to check the baby, so you don't have to take the baby out of the house. Super excited to see that. Man, that would have been so nice when the kids were babies, not having to drag them out to go get to the doctor's appointment, especially considering we always had kids in cold weather.
Yep. Always.
Always. Even the one that was born in March, it was cold that March.
Now switching over and making our smoothie.
Smoothie boost.
Smoothie boost. This maybe TMI, but I had last baby at home with a midwife. Awesome.
Nice.
Best decision ever, yeah?
That's awesome. I wish we were in that spot. Mine were all like, you know, they like to come early. All our kids were born at 36 weeks. So they didn't like to stay in. Last one I was on bed rest for, I don't know, 22 weeks on.
Yeah.
So he kept trying to come early. So we never really got that opportunity with that, but I did keep the same doctor for all four, no matter where we lived.
We traveled a lot to go to that doctor sometimes, hours.
We were 3 hours away from her at one point where we were living, and I still went to the same doctor. I refused to go to a different doctor. So she delivered all four of our babies at the same hospital, no matter where we were living at the time. And she thought I was crazy too, I think. So she was like, "You are 3 hours away and you're still coming here?" Yes. Yes, I am. Did not matter.
Santos has got an email back from my connection at Johnny's.
Hey.
Didn't get a price, but she said be prepared. Prepared to be a vendor is very expensive, but I put it on my mofo for the application. Says you have to be organic certified or sign an organic something for the first year. I grow organic but not certified because it's a waste of time. Yes. Yeah, we use organic practices, but being certified organic is still expensive.
It is. And like we use Coco Loco. And Coco Loco could probably be certified organic. There's nothing in there that wouldn't be certifiable as organic, but they don't even find it worth their time. They sell other products that are certified organic, but I think the work of making the soil mix certified organic is the problem. So like their amendments and their additives are all organic certified and all that, but none of their soils are. So in order for me to get my organic certification, I would have to switch my grow medium, and I do not want to do that. Not at all.
Well, there's ways you can skirt around that possibly.
But yeah, well, I don't know with the new rules. There's new rules.
There's always new rules.
Yeah, there's some new rules involved that might keep me from being able to do it that way. So
Because you can prove that you can't get organic something, you can still get organic certified. If you can prove that it's too expensive and it doesn't make sense money-wise, you can still get organic certified by not using organic stuff. So
yeah, makes sense, right?
my goal is to grow organically and teach people how about so I can keep my prices down. Okay.
I like that.
Like that method?
Like that. Yeah, it's funny. Some states getting organic certified is like super cheap. Like one guy was like, "Oh, it was like $50 here." Bro, it's thousands for us.
Yep.
There are so many layers to it here in my lovely bureaucratic home state that they pay a third party to do the certification.
It probably pays a third party.
Yeah, who pays a person who's a contractor. They're paid by the, you know, it's just the fees are astronomical compared to other states that are funded by grants. Like ours, they had a grant that would cover up to 50% of the cost. And the maximum they would cover was $5,000. So if that tells you, it's going to cost you a lot. All right, veggie is done. Mark that off real quick.
Have a nice day, Kevin. Thank you. You're probably already gone, but
Yeah.
I deal with quality assurance and food factory. Organic is a pain, but to deal with. But once you get it, you have to have it. Of what kind of inspections they want to keep in forms that they want to keep filing out. Yeah,
Yeah.
template gets pretty easy. Yeah. Once you get it,
It's just jumping from through hoops to get it. Thankfully, it's not really a big thing around here.
nope. Our big thing right now is getting that GAP certification done.
Yep. And that's just good agricultural practices, and our only hiccup for that was getting a class because there were no classes on the books to be taught by anyone here. Thankfully, Carol is awesome like that, and she offered to teach a class, which is certifiable nationwide. So she's going to teach a gap class so we can actually get our inspection done. Because in order to get the inspection, you have to take the class. But if there's no classes being scheduled, how is that supposed to work?
Yep, Lewis, have a good night. Day.
Yes.
Keep checking us out. Make sure you sub and watch the YouTube and all the videos we have. So
Get your learn
help
on.
you out.
Get your learn on.
Funny name, GAP, because I deal with GMP, good manufacturing practices.
Yep.
Yeah. Nobody's created and comes up with any different names. It's changed it slightly.
Different acronyms. There's so many acronyms with our government. It's funny.
Alphabet soups?
Alphabet soup, yeah.
No, no shrooms. We don't do shrooms.
No.
Microgreens, lettuce, edible flowers, herbs like basil, cilantro, stuff like that.
Yeah. Keep it simple. Thanks very much for slacking. Got it. So the list is for. Look at the list.
Look at the list.
There we go.
We're getting a lot of spammers today.
Let's give only one thing.
People must be really bored in their life. Maybe they're in a blizzard in Canada,
They're stuck inside.
stuck inside, have nothing better to do today. I don't know. Thanks for the sub, Nick. Appreciate it. I'm officially lifetime with you, so you're stuck with me. Eventually, I might run out of things to talk about. Nah, there's always more things to do with plants and microgreens and stuff to talk about. We are always learning more and sharing more, and yeah, it's always stuff to talk about. Maybe today you might run out of stuff, but there'll be more stuff.
You'll find something else to talk about.
We talk about some of the same things because we know new people come in. So, we let them know we're growing microgreens and doing our planting today, harvesting today, and packing, what you're seeing me do. Jess is over on the other side harvesting stuff. And I'm packing all the combined layered products. So, that's what we're doing. If you're interested in any of our course stuff or anything like that, make sure you let us know. If you want to go deeper and learn more about microgreen business or microgreens in general, we have a free group. We have paid stuff that you can get in for free in the community if you would like. You got more broccoli?
Absolutely. There's that big, beautiful tub there. How much more broccoli do you need?
Still got to finish springs, and I need 41 more half ounces, so I need 20 and a half there. And then springs, I need 41 ounces total.
41 ounces total?
Yep.
Okay, I have 56.
Okay.
Just confirming that you have, Micro mix is
And happy to have you lifetime, Dan.
we like the company.
We might open that lifetime offer again. Don't know. Right now we're doing the 147 a month deal where you get a one-on-one coaching session every month with us. Help you really grow your business. Or you can get in for $97 a month into the course that has the group calls. 147 also comes with all the group calls and everything else in the course as well.
That was the one on other stuff with us every month then. More spam?
More spam.
Man, you're on it, sweet. We're getting all the love in a bad way.
Do you just have the T8 shop lights, the fluorescent lights, Dan? Definitely would recommend doing the LED lights for sure.
Yeah. Definitely grow lights, LED, get some full spectrums. Definitely helps with the color grows, the longer grows.
Yep. Thanks for the hearts. Appreciate it. Yeah, they're old but still work. I might need an electric to include my rent. Yeah, I need to upgrade. Yeah,
If
Like
your
just-
electricity is included in your rent,
that's pretty good.
you are doing amazing. I love it.
You don't have to worry about that extra cost. That's awesome.
Now, the electric isn't awful, especially with if you're using LEDs. It's not that bad. It's when you get into using a
Heat
lot of
and
them.
air. And,
Yeah, the temperature controls are actually a lot more power hungry. So dehumidifiers, air conditioners, things like that. That equipment takes up a lot more energy, for sure.
yeah, they're old, but they still work.
Okay. It works. It works. It works. Like David grew on shop lights.
In the
He
basement
just
forever.
started getting LED
Yeah.
grow lights actually.
Mm-hmm.
He just started getting grow lights after going into a commercial facility and all that. But he did shop lights first 5 years probably.
Which is funny. Him and Donnie are best friends. Because Donnie was all against, like, you run shop lights, you're horrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that alliance came to be, but apparently it is an alliance. That must be a thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna stick with the people that I get along with. Bagel, Venego, Josh, Andy. Them are my two within the Microgreen world. So
And Robert.
And
When
Robert.
shows up to the podcast again, maybe.
yeah, maybe someday we'll have him on. Maybe guests, appearance, something.
Bring him back for a throwback. I know his kids are busy, and he's, that's the point of Microgreens business is so you can have time with your family. So
Yeah.
kids are in football and all that. It's busy. Got Journey stuck in my head. Man,
Careful, we're getting copyrighted.
I know. Can't whistle too well. Didn't know where it was.
I still don't understand the copyrighted music because it's on the radio for free.
The radio stations have to pay them.
I know, but it's like,
But yeah.
you get to listen for free. Like,
Yep. Yep. Someone has
wouldn't
to
they
pay.
want their music out there for free?
You would think, and the musicians probably do. The artists probably do.
Yeah.
put it out there. However, someone always has to make their money. Everyone wants to make some. Make the kid make her own theme song.
Yeah. The heck now, you can put your voice in any high in it. we'll make a song for you in your voice.
So weird. Are you on a break?
I really think after like 90 minutes or so, they stop pushing it.
Yeah, I think they want you to get off. Maybe it's a well-being thing they're trying to say that they're doing. Got a little seat kind of sticking in the middle. Doing some micro mix now.
Micro mix, spicy salad mix from True Leaf. We call it micro mix for our packaging. So that's what we call it all the time, but it is a spicy salad mix from True Leaf.
Yes. For marketing purposes, it is called micro mix. People didn't like the word spicy, even though they loved the product once they tasted it. They were assuming that it was like spicy. And honestly, it's really not that spicy.
Great for hamburgers.
Great for burgers. It's just got a little bit of arugula and a little bit of a mizuna in it. It's not even like a wasabina or anything like that. It's literally just a little bit of a kick to it.
What's a good printer to buy for doing labels?
We love our Brother printer. A Brother laser printer.
Resources?
You go to the resources that I will be adding this afternoon in the
Growth Bites?
Growth Bites community. If you go to school.com/growthbites, so SKOOL, school spelled with a K, .com/growthbites. We've got a few different resources in there right now, but I'm going to add an equipment and supplies list, and that actually has the actual printer that we use on that list. I like it because you can change the color toners based on whatever is out. You don't have to do like a group set of toners.
Yep.
The toners are much more reasonably priced than the Canons that I found. So I did a ton of research before I brought this printer. Really, really easy to use, and the label quality is awesome. We did a inkjet EcoTank, Epson EcoTank before this, and it worked really, really well for the most part, within budget. It was a little bit cheaper. The ink was a little bit cheaper because you're buying it in like tanks of ink, but they weren't as waterproof. They did smudge still if someone rubbed against them and they were wet. Even if you bought like the waterproof labels, the ink itself is not waterproof. And what we ran into is it just took so long to print, because you had to print in high quality, and we were spending 2 hours probably printing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You did
easily.
the printing, so
It was there. We started getting to almost 4 hours
yeah, it was
when we were getting busier.
It was getting unbearable the amount of time it was taking to print. So that almost 4 hours worth of printing on an EcoTank inkjet is down to like 30 minutes max on the laser printer.
Yep.
So massive,
And we're doing more.
Yeah, massive difference on time.
Yeah, we'll put the paper in there that we use too.
Yep.
For printing, oh yeah, it prints regular paper too. Yeah.
Yeah, it
We
prints
print all our
regular
invoices
too.
and everything off of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it does everything for us now. But
Makes
I
it
do
simple just having one, not having one that just does labels and one that does regular printing.
Yeah, no, I just switch out the paper. Super easy. Keep it simple. I don't need a bunch of different equipment. The label guy never came back.
Nope.
So we had a guy just kind of hounding us about labels to buy a label maker and like custom rolls for us to use. And I gave him one of our label sheets so he could get an idea of what we use and what we're looking for. And he's like, oh, it's white on color. You'd have to use a white label, and then you would need to do this. Like, he's trying to think of a way to make it work. And he has never come back or called.
Hello, Chris. Scottish? Are you Scottish?
Cool.
Welcome.
Welcome. So it's a little later in the day over that way. Probably dinner time for you? Supper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have people from all over the world comes in these lives and in our community, on school and stuff. We got Finland,
Yep.
Africa,
Africa,
I think German.
Germany, yeah.
Germany.
Germany. Yeah, people from all over the world. We have a lot of them in our, either in our course or in our Growth Bites community, the free community. We've got a lot over there. Just people from everywhere who all enjoy microgreens. It's really cool.
Bahrain? Bahrain?
Bahrain. Oh, cool.
Welcome in. Love seeing people from around the world.
Yeah, that's
Formula One.
yeah, that's just outside of Qatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
love Formula One racing.
yes.
IndyCar racing, all that stuff. I
All
love
of that.
racing.
Racing in general. Formula One's crazy. I love it. It's a
Yes.
good kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't like Dowie, John?
Yeah.
He
Downey
did.
Live.
Downey Live, yeah.
He went to Formula One racing in Qatar. Yes.
That was really cool to watch. Kind of see that firsthand stuff. Very cool. Someday. Someday we'll visit. Could be fun.
I don't know if I can leave the country.
Maybe by then.
Hey, Scott, welcome back. Rebel, welcome back.
Welcome back. We're still here.
We're still here. 3+ hours in, Scott. I'm gonna beat all your time, Scott. Doing it.
We're gonna have to. You're gonna have
I don't know
to-
about 12 hours. I don't think I can do 12 hours. Maybe.
I mean, if they.
I mean, I'm working for 12 hours. They want me to watch, eat lunch, and
Yeah.
all that
You
stuff.
don't have to watch me eat lunch. Because you think I am.
Nobody wants to watch me eat.
It's probably gonna be a microgreen salad. There's no graceful way to do that. There's no graceful way to eat a salad, guys. There's just not.
Might go live and show them our school groups. Anybody interested in seeing what's the behind the scenes of our school group before they join?
Yeah.
We could do that.
During lunch.
Thinking of a microgreen business, but only one person selling locally. Well, that's a great opportunity for you then.
Yeah.
So definitely would check that out and do. If you want to join our free school group, it's down there. The link's in the chat there, pinned. That's a free community. You can get in there and connect and everything else. We obviously have paid courses and all that stuff. But you can get in there for free. Join that community. If you join before we go to lunch, I'll prove you over lunch. You can dive deeper in, learn more about microgreens and how to sell them and do all that stuff. We have great people there like the Santos Farms, Dan, and other people that are in there, Tracy. A lot of great people in there sharing great information. So it's just not us. It's a whole group of people. So I welcome MGM. Yeah, I don't know. Just like the community and support the community. Yep, I appreciate it, Rebel and Scott. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, 12 hours is hard to beat. 12 hours of straight of lives in one day is hard to beat.
I am still shocked that he did not just disappear for 2 days and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know he was losing his voice last night.
Yeah. Hopefully he's resting his voice tonight.
Yeah.
Today, for tonight.
Resting up them vocal cords.
I have an advantage, Scott. I don't have to talk the whole time. Jess will talk for me sometimes, so I get to rest my voice. Yep, subscribe to your channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel at least. We've got a lot of great information on our YouTube channel as well.
Yes.
We go more in depth on the community on school groups, so if you do that, we can definitely do more. It's easier to share pictures and troubleshooting and stuff on there, or helps and everything else. And then you got more people that are just about microgreens or indoor vertical farming and can help you out as well. So
Yeah. Makes a difference. It's more of a focused group.
it's awesome, brother. Might be better that she says y'all for sometimes. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, the southern comes out.
that Southern comes out sometimes.
She's gonna start talking Canadian soon, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some A's or Hayes in there. That'd be great. I don't know. I don't think I have the enunciation for all that.
Yeah, you have to practice.
I have to practice my Canadian. I don't know. Scott does a really good Jamaican. I'm
Yeah.
surprised by that one.
Really good Jamaican, yep.
Authentic enough to trick the AI. That's for sure.
I think he said I'm happy with you, but I think help you with it, maybe.
Work on our linguistic skills. Do some linguistics.
I think over on TikTok, I don't know if you guys heard it earlier, that Bagel Finagle, Josh from Greener Harvest, whatever titles he goes by these days, I think we're going to do a live together. So that'd be fun. He has like 600,000, almost 600,000 followers over on TikTok. So I think we're going to do a live together and talk everything microgreens. I'm not sure what the conversation will be, but
Who knows with you two?
we'll get into rants and stuff, Who knows? So that'd be fun. So collaborating with him. He's a great guy, great company, so definitely will be fun. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Yep, help. I figured that's what you meant, Scott. I type really bad sometimes, so I can decipher when people mess up.
I can decipher when you type too because, well, it's been 25 years.
Sometimes my fingers are too fat for the keyboard on I guess. My thumb doesn't type. I know what I'm saying, but it just goes to a different word, different letter.
Or the phone autocorrects with
Phone-
some weird stuff.
Yeah, phones autocorrect my stuff all the time. I'm like, I did not type that.
That is not what I said.
Kevin was on here earlier on the TikTok side, so
It's a whole party up over here.
community support is awesome. Scott, I'm assuming you're working from home today, right? Or are you working at all? Are you off on Monday?
I'm thinking the dogs are happy about the blizzard.
Welcome, Philip Reynolds. I will say your name if you join and comment something
Say hi.
for sure. You have an 11-second voicemail.
I have an 11-second
11
voicemail?
second.
That might actually be a legit voicemail I'll look at lunch. I get 3-second voicemails all day long. People love to call my phone number and say nothing. Now, granted, I don't answer the phone. Unless I know who it is, I usually don't typically answer. And I'll call them back just because a lot of times my phone is occupied with other stuff. Or I've got my hands full.
Like YouTube Shorts.
Like YouTube Shorts and harvesting. All that. So I'll give
Working.
them a call back. They do work. If they leave legit voicemails. Some of them will leave 60 seconds of nothing. That's really fun.
Really fun. Oh, I think we lost Scott.
Oh, Scott lost. Maybe he's supposed to be working. How many smoothies have you got today?
51.
51.
51 smoothies.
Nice. That's a lot of smoothies.
Your link to school web doesn't work.
Is it giving a 404 error?
Is it giving a 404 error on there? You want to check that?
I can. Someone had said that yesterday.
We will check that. But you can just go to school.com, SKOOL.com, //growth bites. I just type that in. I think the social media people are trying to keep you from going to things.
Huh. Yeah, that's what he says. It's coming up.
Yep.
So let me look at that link where I posted it on my end.
We'll check that real fast here. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah,
Kind of hard to get people to join the community when it's not working.
when it's not working. See, I'm not getting a 404, but I will redo that one.
Is it a phone issue?
I wonder. Some unpinned comment.
Maybe it just goes at dead after a while.
I'm wondering. I'm gonna open it and see. You sure you want to leave YouTube?
Yeah. Yes. Is it good?
It's working on my end. Try that.
Try that one. She put a new link in there, so try that and see if that works. Let me know if it doesn't.
I think it's just YouTube trying to keep people captive. It opens in a new tab, man. Just open it in a new tab. TikTok to keep that up. Jealous.
Deals.
They do judge you on time on platforms, so they don't like letting people go.
I promise the website's there.
It does exist.
It does exist.
If it didn't,
It is real.
We'd be paying for it. We definitely pay for it.
Link in the chat works, but the description links try not to use capital letters. They're using,
Maybe in
capital
the
letters
Oh, in the description, it might have.
in the description.
I'll have to look at that. Whenever I did the video description this morning, it was quick. And my autofill on my phone, because I wrote it on my phone, it capitalizes the G and the B on both
Oh,
sides.
yeah.
And I don't know why it does that, but that's how the autofill does. So,
Thank you for that. We appreciate your help.
yeah.
Letting us know.
So the pin message is fine. It's the description.
Description.
Gotcha. I will have to work on that. After lunch.
That looks.
Because I have to redo the feed anyway, so.
Well, you might want to change it in the description. That's on these. Anybody finds it afterwards.
Yeah. True.
It lives on YouTube forever, so.
It does live on YouTube forever.
This is our smoothie boost that I'm doing. Got 51 of these to do. So, boom. Great product. You can add it to salad, anything, but that's what we use to make our smoothies. So that's what we labeled it as. So basically, we labeled the stuff as we were using them, how we were using them. What we thought was a really good product mix. So
That's how we develop products. What do we eat? If it's something we eat, we could probably sell it.
we got some new products in development, in test phases
Yes.
right now. So trying some different things. Always growing different stuff, experimenting. And obviously we let our students know all that first. Then our channel members on YouTube to know second. And then it'll go out to the public. I did a video on opening up House Tool stuff, which I'll be posting to the community later on. Kind of just be the raw video maybe.
Yeah, I think we should
Over
offer
there.
it for them.
And then I'll make a nice polished thing for YouTube. Put some shine on it.
Yeah.
Not much shine, just a little shine. Distintos, I'm going to try to make some short videos without being on camera. Yeah, you can do that, like especially if your farm, doing that B-roll of your farm and stuff like that. Yeah, be very helpful for your social media and your marketing.
People love to see where their food grows.
Yep. I got somebody I know, Jenna, she's doing a whole faceless thing and how to be faceless on camera and everything like that. She's developing her group now for that and teaching people how to be faceless on camera. So when she gets that done, I'll definitely probably point you that way. Maybe able to learn a few things from her or whatever. So she's very, very good. Sky Michelle. Starting my journey with rainbow radishes. Awesome.
Love it.
I've been great once and got past some of the learning curves growing. Awesome. What else have you grown?
Just going radish
Just
first.
going radish first. Have you grown anything else? Got any other seeds or?
The radishes are delicious. That's for sure.
And the rainbow ones are beautiful. We got some videos on radishes on our that we grow, so they all grow pretty similar in our How to Grow series on this channel.
I think our videos on the Triton Purple, that was what we were growing at the time.
Yep.
The Rambo runs exactly the same. We planted exactly the same.
Yep.
So pretty much universal on radishes. I haven't found one that I needed to make any major changes on
Nope.
the process with.
Lettuce is waking up. Lettuce lights are coming on.
Is it new?
It is noon.
It is new.
We know what time it is by the time the lights come on in the building.
Lettuce
For
is
the
waking
lettuce. Lettuce wakes up at noon. Lettuce and flowers come on at noon. I've grown some beets and salad mix on the way to try. I have to check out your videos. Yeah, check out our videos. Subscribe to the channel.
We have beets on ours.
There are beets on ours, and obviously if you ever want to, there's that school group down there. You can join that community as well.
The pinned comment.
In the pinned comment, go there to the pinned comment, and can help you even more in there. That is a free community. Community is 100% free. It will ask you to answer a couple questions, just make sure you're a real person and just kind of know where people are coming from and all that stuff. But how many spicy salad mixes are we making?
Micro spicy salad mix is 117 today.
117.
So, I mean, not as bad as much as broccoli, but only 117.
People doesn't know about microgreen benefits. Using them could save you over 500. Yeah, easily.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. That's why we just did a video on the benefits of microgreens.
The health benefits of microgreens.
Yes, health benefits of microgreen that's on the channel. So you can use that information to help as well.
And I've got a lot of sources cited in the description on that video, so definitely check out those sources. I have a pet peeve with citing sources like WebMD, because WebMD cites a source, who cites a source. My goal is always to find out who actually did the study and where was the study actually done. so I can actually cite the real source of the information. Not, I read it on it, WebMD or Healthline. Healthline's notorious for that too. They're not the best at citing accurate sources. So I have to figure out where they got the information. But there's a lot of really cool studies on it. Definitely check it out. Awesome video. I need to do an updated one because there's a few more studies that came out since then. Now that NASA wants to put microgreens in the moon, on the moon,
In space.
in space while they're traveling, so that they can have fresh food while traveling, because they found the importance of nutrition doesn't stop when you leave the land.
Probably more important up there.
Yeah. So being able to grow highly nutrient-dense food is what they're researching now. And now that NASA has an interest in it, there's a lot more funding for research.
We'll take it as a win, huh?
We'll take it as a win. Yeah.
I'm getting the information out there, so. Leftover soil and roots after harvesting has been great to give to my chicken. Yes, chickens love it.
Yeah.
We give a lot of ours to the chickens. They love it.
Do your chickens like the peas? That's the question. If you've ever grown peas, will your chickens eat the peas? Because mine are bougie and will not. The peas are beneath them. Literally, if they just scratch your feet on.
Yeah, literally beneath it.
Literally. Oh, can you make a path so we can just walk on these? That's great.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. So those never break down in the backyard because the chickens refuse to actually do anything with them.
And they took forever to break down in the compost.
Yeah, composting pea mats is hard. They just don't break down. There's just so much root system to the pea mats. And without the chickens' help, it's hard. Usually I can throw a tote bin full of sunflower leftovers, and by about lunchtime at most, it's like it never even existed.
Yep.
There's just a little bit of dirt there.
My rooster loves the peas, but the rest don't eat them. I guess it must be a hen thing.
I think, well, the roosters will eat the stuff that the girls don't like because, you know, they bite the bullet. Roosters are cool like that. They're just loud. Ours did not have a sense of time. I know most of them don't. Ours really didn't.
2 a.m., midnight,
All night.
6 a.m., all day.
It's not his fault. The moon was always out because there was a street light. So you went to live in suburbia. In a smaller town.
Yeah,
Well, you know, all of them are. All the boys are over there. Then he went to freezer camp.
I'm gonna do lunch after I get done with these.
Yep.
4 more products.
4 more? Okay, so you're really close. I'll do 1 more tray of micromix. And then I'll make lunch. Or, I guess I gotta start lunch now.
Yeah, since you're done with that tray.
Not with this tray. I can get started on lunch.
Man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's getting to that time. It's getting that low.
Yeah, it's not getting that time. Remember, I don't eat breakfast, so get done eating around 8 o'clock at night. Sometimes 9, depending on how the day's going. So, can you tell if it's difficult to find the first customer for your product? It wasn't for us. We did a lot of posting on social media, Facebook, did ads on there. Farmers market. We got lucky. We got into a bakery pop-up. So they were doing a thing out front where they're having a big canopy tent out there, and they were doing that. So we went to that. We got 4 home delivery customers off of that market, plus sold about $300 worth, which almost sold us out. That's all we grew at that time. So that was good. So getting yourself out in the community, being present, getting into things, getting into groups will help out a lot. But basically, just get out in the community. Find pop-up events, find farmers markets. There's always something going on that you could get part of in the community. You got to get out there. You got to work. You got to go get it. They're not going to come find you. They don't know about you. It's hard for them to find you. So you got to be out there. But yeah, just get out in the community, continuously posting on social media, posting your products on there, posting your crop grows, doing all that sort of things will help out tremendously. Sampling. If you can sample, it definitely helps a lot to get the products out. Sample, sample, sample. All right, I'm at a good stopping point. I'm gonna clean up and get things organized, put away while we go to lunch, and then we'll be back for lunch after lunch. So in about an hour or so, we'll be back. Hopefully, you guys come back and join us and see us finishing up everything. If not, make sure you check us out in that school group. The link in the pinned comment. Click that. Take you over there. You can join. If you join while I'm at lunch or before I got to lunch, I'll prove you why I'm there. Get you in there. Just ask to answer them a few questions. Hope to see you guys over there and connect more with you. So until next time, hopefully later today, we'll see you then. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.